Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We're here midday live. We don't hide. We turn up. And we're going to get cooked again. Well, at least I am. And maybe Jordz. But if you have, like I said, traditional 3-point settings, if you have got 3 points, raise your hands.
Come on. City Pool are back. Let's go.
There you go. There you go. There you go. You know what I'm saying to you guys? So big up to everyone who's locked in right now. Don is on his way. You get me? And listen, Lee's not coming, guys, again. Unfortunately, guys. We got Dan Potts coming. You know what I'm saying to you? So big up Dan Potts each every time. Big up Lee each every time. And yeah, man. I'm sorry, Jordz, but we're gonna have to start with you, man, because boy, I think yours is like more emergency than mine. Listen, we're bad. Yeah, we're bad. But brother, Tottenham, is it 11 losses now? Yeah, this season. Am I right in saying that?
12.
It's 11 losses.
12.
12. Ay. Bro, like it's like, can you really cook him? Can you, like, you know, you guys, you know what I mean?
What do you mean, can we cook him? Of course we can fucking cook him.
We're saying the same thing every week, but we still have to cook him. Because
by the way, did you see fucking Ange last night? That reporter, yeah, he banged out of order, yeah. That guy
he
said,
is banged out of order, of course.
Bro, that guy said, what did he say? What did that reporter say to him?
He said familiar,
a familiar story, yeah. And the guy's going sick at him.
He didn't go sick at him. Man, don't be part of the problem. You're doing too much.
I'm not being part of the problem.
All he said was, oh, that's a great way to start an interview. Cool. And then carried on.
He's been a prick.
All right, but
Wait,
your
I've not seen this. I've not seen this. Sai, could you
What do you expect? A
can you
grown
bring it
man.
up, Sai?
He's rattled.
No, I will.
No, this is
He's
what we're
getting
not gonna
fucking
do.
gegenpressed out of his mind, and he
Stop being
can't.
one of
hack
these
the-
fucking
he
Twitter
cannot hack the
idiots.
press,
Yeah, they're
bro.
gonna sit there and act like a grown man can't get angry or can't be upset in a moment after a game.
But you know what, though? He likes to dish it out, yeah, but he can't take it. Let's
It's
be
true,
honest.
man. It's true.
Ange can't take it, though,
All right, but
sometimes.
that's most managers. Arteta does it. Pep does it. That's all these guys. They've got egos. They're a bit arrogant. Like
All we're doing is
what we
calling
doing?
him out, bro.
All right, but we're being idiots by sitting there and making it a bigger thing than it needs to be.
No, I'm
this
not
the
making
one?
a
Is
big
this
You
the
just
one?
said that he's
literally-
being disrespectful. He wasn't
I just
disrespectful.
literally
Ange,
just mentioned
familiar
it, bro. Then you've
story,
got into
what are your
this
assessments
defense
of
mode.
that
That's
performance,
it.
please?
Oh, let's.
Ange, familiar story. What are your assessment of that performance, please?
Familiar story.
Well, in terms of defeat.
But why is he pressed by that?
No,
It
wait,
is
well,
a
carry on,
familiar
carry on, because I just need to see where he was rude.
Great way to start an interview.
Yeah, that's
look,
rude.
it's a tough
That's
result
rude.
first,
That's
and,
not rude. That's not rude. He said
He's
very
a
It
rude
was a tough
ball.
result first, and
I don't know what world you man are living in, bruv. You man must be
Yeah, but
living
it
in
is, man.
fucking
It is, bro. Like,
fairy,
yo.
fairyland or
You
something.
could accept that
but
he's rattled,
come on,
innit?
bro.
You accept that he's
He's
rattled right
rattled,
now.
100%.
Yeah, he's rattled.
I
He's
admit
definitely
that I'm
rattled.
rattled. I'm rattled right now. I'm rattled.
You're
talking
definitely
about
rattled,
every
man.
day.
You're moving like
That
prime
doesn't-
John Terry,
All right, but
fucking
that doesn't
defending
mean-
everything here, mate. It's mad.
I'm rattled, but that doesn't mean I'm being rude when I'm rattled. I'm just rattled, bro. Like I've got attitude. That's cool. Like to have an attitude.
Now,
doesn't
George,
mean you're being
do you
rude.
know I think you think
you're
it
being
wasn't rude because he's not raised his voice or whatnot, but what he said was rude, bro.
I just don't
What
think
he
it's
said-
disrespectful.
just said it
I
in a
don't-
calm tone, but it was rude.
I
That
don't
was
think-
definitely rude.
For me, first, if you guys think so, I don't think so.
The guy, he kind of murked himself as well, right? Because obviously he's trying to have a pop at the journalist, and the guy went, "Yeah, you just lost again, innit? You know what I mean?
You just lost
lose
again,
all the
yeah.
time, bro. Bro, like that's what I'm saying. Your team's shit, and you lost again. That's why I said this.
But this is
You
what
know?
people need to understand is in moments that managers are humans, and they're especially after a loss, just like most managers would. When you're asking them these questions, it's like, bro, like you're doing too much. You are just a reporter. Like, who
Bro,
you
let's
talking
just let's just cut to the chase,
talk
yeah.
about it. Yeah, go
Bro,
on.
is
Talk
it
it
time to go, bro? That's the question that we all
That's the
want to know.
question I
right
went
now
to
from
ask
you.
you.
This is what we all want to know, man.
This is what we want to know.
Bro, I've been very consistent in what I've said. I've been very consistent, and one thing I'm not a flip flop, man. My consistency will maintain until something drastic happens. Of course, I've said, and I tweeted a few times. Said, look, the loss in itself. Take away the form. Take away the fact that we've got 12 defeats. Take away the fact that we've had 12 injuries. Yeah. We haven't lost to Everton at Goodison Park in 13 years. We don't lose to Everton. Be 3 goals down at half time is a sackable offence for any manager. Any manager in their position. I accept that. And I've said for weeks now, I accept many people want Ange out. I ain't against those people. I understand it. The Ange has given people many reasons as to why he should be sacked. That game yesterday, going 3-4-3, going formation change against a side we always be a side that we should have went up against and smashed, and doing all of that, trying to, overthink it. He just showed that tactically, maybe he is out of his depth. I don't really know. But tactically, he wasn't there yesterday. There were so many problems with the way that we set up, the way that we played. And that loss itself, of course, I can look at the other things, but my main person I'm putting that on is Ange. The game in itself, I'm putting that on Ange. But the problems are bigger. Just like with Man United at one point, and what you've recognized, Saeed, is like when you guys, before the Ineos shit, you're like the Glazers are the biggest issue. Levy and Klopp is the biggest issue because they're telling us as a fan base that they're backing the manager and they want this manager to succeed, but then they're not giving the manager players or actually spending money to help the manager succeed. So pause as well, succeed, bro. But my point is,
Two things can be right.
I don't know where to be at as a fan, as I'm backing the manager because the board's telling me that they're going to go out and get him players because I believe if he has the right players, he can perform. But if they're not going to go out and get him the right players, then Ange isn't the manager for us because Ange isn't going to get the best out of the squad. I accept that. I know that. I'm not stupid. Ange isn't a manager that's going to get the best out of bad players or coach these players to all of a sudden be better. He's not going to do that. He's not in the business of doing that. So Spurs as a club need to figure out where the fuck they want to go, what they want to do, and decide it ASAP. Because, relegation could be on the fucking cards, bro. We're closer to the relegation zone than we are to top 10. It's crazy. It's nuts. And You do hear me because you know exactly how I feel. You know exactly how I feel. Saying
Mud,
right now.
mud brothers.
We're both like what is it, 7, 8, 9, 10 points.
And by the way, I'm not doing the whole shamelessness. We're higher than you. You now can't say that anymore.
No. This is too bad right now. We're 40.
You know what I'm saying? No, exactly.
There's
Now
no
it's too bad.
When I'm 9th and you're at 13th, I can do the way higher than you. Bro, we're 15.
No, you can't, bro, because you're so shit.
No,
Now,
George, you know it's shameless. You know
You can't be shameless, bro. We're both bad. And hear this out here. Two things can be right. An owner can be bad, but also a manager cannot be the right guy. Can we all admit that, guys?
I gave you where I'm at. 2 points.
You know what, Joe?
Both sides of the coin.
You know what, Joe? At least you're not ignorant to the fact that the majority of your fan base want him gone. So just to clarify, you'll still give him a bit more time because you think it's more upstairs. They're saying they're going to get him.
I say it's more upstairs and it's more the players, the senior players. Because if we look at the performance even yesterday, where's Sonny? Where's Maddison? Where's our biggest players? Where are they showing up? You know, Ben Davies been here for 10 years. Why the fuck is Ben Davies still at our club for 10 years? 10 fucking years. He's never been a first team player, ever been a first team player at Spurs. But he's managed to be around for 10 years. It makes no sense.
I have to call you out, bro? Do I have to call you out, my brother? I didn't actually watch any of the games yesterday because I was busy. I've only watched the highlights. But I did see your tweet, and you were like, "I can get behind this," and that was the start of the
No, this I don't get. What did I say? No, what did I say? What did I say in the tweet? No, if you're gonna quote the tweet,
I only saw the bit where you said I can get behind.
Oh, right. I said I can get behind this because I thought we were doing 4-3-3 with Archie Gray in the 6. I thought we're gonna see Archie Gray hold the midfield and play the position that he was brought in to play. He was in a back 3. Spurs played a 3-4-3. It's a completely different system to what I thought prior to the game when I saw the lineup. Because when I saw on the Spurs graphic, you know, as they do, they put the 4 defenders and they put Gray, Bergvall, Sarr next to each other. So I thought, oh, shit, a balanced midfield. A midfield 3 where 3 of the players can actually play all fucking 3 roles. A 6, an 8, and a 10 actually playing together. This could work. But lo and behold, he puts fucking Archie Gray at centre back again. What am I supposed to do? Just be like, yeah, I'm gonna predict that to happen. Of course, I don't think it's gonna fucking happen.
Next question, yeah. What will it take from now to the end of the season for you to just want your gaffer gone? Because let's be honest, Levy ain't going nowhere anytime soon.
He's gonna be gone in the next 2 weeks. Yeah. I'm not being funny. The way I see it for him, anyway, because for me, the season's done once we're out of the competition. Our season's completely over. We could be out of the competitions within the next 2 weeks. So within this next 2 weeks, it's going to be very key to find out, I think it might be 3 weeks, because it goes up to that game where we play Aston Villa straight after we play you in the semi-cup, in the semi-final of the cup. So up until that week, I'd say that week and the next 2 weeks are defining for me as to where Ange will go with this team or where Spurs are at, because I don't really... At that point, our season's completely over. Our season's completely done. At this point, where we're at now, we've still got a lot to play for. Let's be honest. Still got FA Cup, still got League Cup, still got Europa League. There's still stuff to play for. And bringing in a new manager could potentially turn our fortunes. It could. I personally haven't identified a manager that I think will come in and make us better. If someone else has identified another manager, show me. But I haven't seen any that I think Spurs are going to bring in and they're going to take it to another level. I don't. So,
but how do you go from Jordz, what is it that you're holding on to about Ange though? What is it that you're holding on to about my man? Because like the loyalty you've got for this guy, yeah, you would have thought that he won you a lot of trophies.
It's just I'm consistent. I'm not a flip flop. I'm not like certain man.
It's not about flip flopping though,
Jordz. Certain man have an opinion, and then 1 week later they have a different opinion because they say
no, bro. You literally did this the other week.
I've said no, but Don, let me speak, bro. Let me finish. When I've actually come out, I've maintained consistency all season with what I've said. I've said give Ange his players, he's going to perform. When Ange has the players, he's going to perform. I said the transfer window wasn't good enough. We didn't give Ange enough backup in that transfer window to even put us into a position this season to do good. So when we've been talking about Tottenham this whole season, I said, yeah, still we're missing a few players. And that's the problem. We're missing a few players, plus the players that we've originally missed. Now, the injuries aren't at fault for all the games that we've lost. We should not have 12 losses with or without injuries. That's 100% I can accept that. I can 100% accept that. But Ange, I have to accept also that Ange isn't fully at fault. I don't think he is. If people think he is, then cool. That's their opinion. I ain't against it. I understand that tactically he's not all the way there. I've never said he's the best tactical manager. I think that he knows how to, when he's got the right squad, get the best out of those players, the players he brought in the squad. But he's not doing that.
Let's break it down here. If you have a depleted defense, right, you don't have necessarily your players. do you go and play the way you same play where you have your fully fit players,
or do you adjust? No, but this is right, let me ask you this though, say just like with your manager right now, you can choose to adjust or you stay like any arrogant or egotistic guy. They're gonna hold tight on their principles. They're gonna double down. They're gonna say this is my way or the highway.
Well, my manager, I ain't
against managers doing that. I think managers need to do that because, as you see with Ten Hag, you have my way, and then you go against your way. The managers believe the players, see that you go against your way. You don't believe in that, and then you're just figuring it out as you go along. And then Ten Hag lost the complete room because he had no way of playing. Because he's constantly just, let me get the best out of the players. Let me play my way. Let me get the best out of the players. You can't do that. For me, you have to go all the way in, play your way. If the players aren't here for it, then get rid of the fucking players. But obviously, that's if they're... Go on.
Do you know what it looks like from the outside looking in, bro? That I understand you're in the minority that still want him to stay. But from the outside looking in, it looks like you're just trying to be wrong and strong. Like you deep down know this guy.
How can you say I'm trying to be wrong and strong if I've acknowledged all the other bad things about him? I would only be wrong and strong if I'm not acknowledging the bad things and I'm sitting there just praising him. I've not just praised Ange. I've called Ange out numerous of times on the things he's done wrong. So I don't see how I'm being wrong and strong if
Let me tell you why I think you're being wrong and strong. Actually, I need to know your answer before I carry on. But do you think this gets better anytime soon under Ange?
Well, of course, the players are going to come back. I think when the players come back, it has to get better.
Fair enough.
That's the way I sit here and say it. The thing is, for me, is I've said as well, going into this Everton game, people were saying, 3-0 Spurs, 4-0. I said, are you mad? Spurs aren't winning 3-0. This might be a tight 2-1, if that. But Spurs aren't going to go smack up a team right now. We need our players back because I even spoke about it last week. Like, we're very opposite to Man United. Man United's problem, they can't put the ball in the back of the net. They don't even know how to score a goal. They don't know how to create. But they get through teams, luckily, sometimes, because individual performances are going to carry them through. Defensively, they're okay. Spurs, defensively, an absolute mess. But we know how to get through teams and we know how to create goals. But the problem is we can't hold a goal. We can't stop teams from fucking scoring. So we're not going to beat a lot of teams. And I think that's a bigger issue. No, you can't say it's the tactics when Gray and fucking Dragusin are playing at the back together. You sit here and complain when you don't have fucking Fofana. You got Fofana's out this last season. So you've got fucking six first team centre backs. We've got 2, and you're telling me
I love that you said that. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why though. Yeah, because bro, the facts. Yeah, the facts are Ange likes to invert the fullbacks, right? When I was at your fucking home, when I was at your yard and I was watching us in person, yeah, I was honestly just looking at your defense.
Tell me about the
hold on, Jordz.
Don.
See?
Tell me about the recent games you've watched because things have changed.
Bro, I'm going back to Everton. I'm going to speak about the Everton game. You didn't even let me finish.
Can we mind the language?
Let me finish. Yeah, bro, Jordz. Yesterday, bro, yeah, Dragusin was isolated up against Midday because Ange likes his fullbacks to invert. Right, there was no one covering him. Right, you can argue Romero's a better defender. You can argue Romero's a better. Bro, Poro was nowhere to be seen near Dragusin.
3 at the back. It was Archie Gray, Dragusin, and Davies is a flat back 3. What are you on about?
But the facts are right. Your centre backs get isolated a lot. When I watch a lot of your games, they get isolated a lot because of no
you
cover.
You can't tell me if you're playing a flat back 3 that the isolation was the problem. The problem was the player shit. He doesn't know how to defend, man. What are we doing here? Dragusin just rubbish.
Let me finish what I'm saying, bro. I've seen multiple examples, right, where your defense has been isolated, especially your centre backs. Look at the game against Arsenal last season when Saka had all the time, all the space in the world. You're giving Saka all the space in the world against Ben Davies. I remember that game, yeah? That's because of how Ange likes to set up, right? For me, how I'm looking at your team right now, Jordz, you've got a brave manager, you've got an attacking manager that doesn't really know how to coach a defense, bro. Yeah? Right now, this is the time where you need to basically, you need to stay up, pretty much. I know you're not going to get relegated because there's 3 worse teams than you, but you need to be a little bit more pragmatic. And for me, he's been a little bit too open at the minute.
Wait.
Especially with the players that he's got.
This is my problem. You're saying be pragmatic, but what did he do yesterday? He tried to be pragmatic. It didn't fucking work because he never practiced the tactic before that game. The problem is when you're pragmatic with shit players, it doesn't we're gonna cover for the defensive efficiencies. As we saw under Conte, when you have shit centre backs and you play a back 3, they look even fucking worse. I saw Davinson Sanchez and Dyer get dropped and dipped by fucking Isaac 3 or 4 times by everyone in the league.
I hear you.
By everyone. So when you play when you play a flat back 3 and you have shit defenders, you do know you're just making them look worse. That is what you're
Bro,
gonna.
I hear your point, and I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying, bro. Like, I agree that it's a quality issue as well as a tactical issue. But all I'm saying right now is, for me, I think what will help your team right now is to be a little bit more pragmatic, right? That doesn't mean that doesn't mean you should play a back three. Like, I'm not saying that, because Dragonson can't. We know this guy can't cover his wide areas like that, bro. He's not a great defender, is he? That's where he needs a little bit more help from Porro. That's why I'm saying this isn't the time to be inverting these fullbacks. Everyone should be helping to defend.
The thing is, though, even with that, when you say the inverting the fullbacks, I sit here and if you watch the game, you see Jed Spence plays a completely different role.
He's good.
To the way
I like Jed Spence.
The way Jed Spence plays the inverted fullback role, or just a fullback role for Spurs, is completely different to Porro. And that's not through the way of instruction or something. That's just because Porro's a fucking bozo who thinks he's Bruno Fernandes half the time. He thinks that he can bomb forward into the cam. You even see in that game against not Everton, the one before that, he's sitting there. Who's the guy that's creating stuff in the 90th minute, taking shots from 30 yards out? It's Pedro Porro, because he thinks he's a fucking 10. And what team does your right back step up in the 90th minute to shoot from 30 yards out every other game? Trying to put across. He's not supposed to be the go-to guy, but Ange is giving him the I don't know, he's giving him the role, or maybe he's gassed him up a bit too much to make him think that he's the creative spark for Spurs when he's not. He should be playing his role, doing the fullback role, inverting at times, and then, using his mind that sometimes you can't bomb forward the way he does. Because like you highlighted there, you are right. Our centre-backs get exposed because Pedro Porro runs at 100 miles per hour up the pitch and then realizes, oh shit, we didn't progress the attack, and now he's got to get back and cover the space. I acknowledge that definitely some of those tactical tweaks from Ange need to be seen more often.
Can you admit you want him gone now, Jordz? Can you admit that you actually got it wrong and you want him to go?
I've already gone through this.
You already said no.
You don't want it, bro.
You're late to the party. He said no. He said no. He doesn't want
what's mad about this, guys, is that even with these injuries, without these injuries, they were still shocking in 2024.
Still shocking. But even when you say without injuries, what injuries did we have throughout?
We're talking about the two main ones in Romero and Van der Ven.
We had injuries at the start of the year as well. That's what you're forgetting. You're saying with 2024, like we didn't have no injuries back end of last season.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, but hold on a minute. You still shown these same kind of frailties with Romero and Van der Ven. We've seen losses to Newcastle. Remember, you got Tom. You still have them guys. You still had certain men in the team when you've been beaten badly. So it's not a case of injuries. I generally think, like Don is saying, it's a systematic problem. It is tactical, it's naivety, and this manager right now is hunging himself out to dry. He's hunging his players out to dry. Look at Maddison. Maddison, bro, what is he? What is Maddison right now in this team?
Bro, we had this argument with Tobes on here last week. I told you he's finished, and now Tobes wanted to come out and say, oh yeah, Maddison, he was hiding yesterday. I said, yeah, you've seen the fucking light. Because he's finished. He's finished. He's absolutely done.
Wow. Even last year with, like you said, the main two injuries in Van der Ven and Romero, you're still seeing this. But I think Jordz would even admit this. The reason why it looked slightly better is because they can cheat a bit with the system they play. Van der Ven's catching most forwards in the league. Let's just be honest. And Romero, if we're being honest, is one of their more intelligent defenders, especially of recent times. So with them two, because the quality gets a bit better, you can cheat a bit. With them two gone, you're literally seeing there's no. It's
not even cheat a bit, bro. The quality is here to here. You're talking about Romero and Van der Ven, and then Dragusin and fucking Gray. Like Dragusin, Gray is not a centre back for one, and you saw how he got twisted up by Calvert-Lewin. It showed you he's not in those positions.
He hadn't scored in 17 games, by the way.
Yeah, and you know the funniest thing is when I done the preview of Mons, literally like an hour before the game, I said Calvert-Lewin's not scored in 17. Dr. Tottenham will strike today, and he had a phenomenal game. He had a phenomenal game. He could have had 4 goals. He could have had 4. He's gonna come on. He did tell me. He said, "Bro, I'm cooking you on Midday Live." I said, "Bro, you're going mad."
Toes heard his name.
I do think though, Jordz, you're being a bit of an ostrich, bro. I must say. I think you're
what does that mean? What does that mean? Can you
burying your head in the sand, man. That's what you're doing. You can see the problem is Ange, and you just don't want to admit it, bro. That's what
I've admitted all the problems that I see, though. Pops. Obviously, you didn't
get the context. You killed me. He heard Maddison. The minute he heard Maddison, he was.
Nah, he's been watching. He's been watching 100%. He told me he was going to jump on. He told me he was going to try. He wanted to get
Here we go. Let me not speak. Let me let.
Madison. I want to hear about it.
What do you want to hear about Maddison, bro?
I'm playing up tops. Go on, say what you want to say. Go on. Tell you want to say what I want to say. Go on.
Cook this guy, man. Cook this guy.
I wasn't even coming on to cook you. But I got DM someone saying that you were saying that you don't think any other manager can do a better job with the circumstances.
No, I never said that. Why are people lying?
That's
what did I say? Wait, Roms, correct me if I'm wrong. What I said was that Ange isn't doing. No, all right, but what I said, I said that anyone. Ange isn't getting enough out of these players. Ange isn't the manager to get enough out of these players. So if the Tottenham want to get enough out of these players and want a manager who's going to get the best out of this squad, Ange isn't the guy for that. He needs to go. But I did say that Ange would do a lot better with better players. And I think Ange will perform once he has better players. That's what I've maintained. I've been consistent. But I'm not saying, another manager wouldn't be doing better with these players. I've never said that. I said there could be. But that doesn't fulfill what I want. Leave out the important bit. So they could be doing better with these players, but that doesn't mean doing better is going to get us into top 4, because that's what my goal is, to get top 4 and actually do something. I'm not fucking aiming to get 6th or 7th. So if they can do better and getting 7th the fucking ceiling, then all right, I don't want him, because that does fuck all for me. But go on.
No. I hear that. I was just listening in. My Madison senses were tingling when I was in the conversation. No. But in all jokes aside, because we've spoken about this on WhatsApp chat, and Saeed, you know my views on this as well. Like, yeah, I get painted as this Madison apologist, but I'm not some guy who's going to be blind to every single game where Madison's not playing well. Yesterday he was shit. He was shit, and he deserved to be criticised. But again, Jordz, this is what I keep saying. Like, yesterday, you look to the captains, vice captains to perform. They didn't perform. But then you have to ask yourself the question, right? Was the game plan that we put out yesterday sufficient enough to beat literally like the 2nd or 3rd worst defensive team in the league? Was it good enough? The answer is no.
No, I said the game plan. I question the game plan. I think Ange's game plan was just horrible. I think the whole setup was horrible. You got it all wrong yesterday. Nothing was right. The midfield 2, playing in the back 3, everything about it was wrong. I think it was just shit. And he made it way too easy for everyone to play over the press.
I've said this so many times, and Owen has said this on the New Spurs or the podcast. Like, for me, the solution for our midfield it's so simple, but it's so simple to us. We're mere fans. For whatever reason, our manager can't see it. Like, there's this obsession with, you have to drop Maddison to play Kulusevski. You have to play. If you play Maddison, you can't play Kulusevski. Oh no, Johnson has to start. This, that, and the third. I'm so sick of it. Like, Kulusevski has been probably Tottenham's best player this season. He plays in the midfield / like inside right channel. Maddison, in my opinion, is Tottenham's best midfielder. He hasn't been consistently good all season, but he has had several good performances, and he can score goals and he can create goals. It doesn't make any sense to me for them to not be playing together in a system that can actually get the best out of both of them. Like, I don't want to see Maddison as deployed as the number 6, having to initiate play. The same way I don't want to see Kulusevski like used as this like out and out touchline winger. I don't get why he can't just play a box midfield. Like, you don't have to use, if Kulusevski is in the team, you don't have to use him as this traditional winger. Use him where he feels comfortable. Use him in the inside right channel. Use Maddison in the inside left channel. Play an out and out winger on the left-hand side, and then just have 2 midfielders that literally sit in front of our back 4 to help us defend. Why is this so difficult? I don't understand it. And every single time I say this shit, everyone's like, oh, you're making excuses for Maddison. I'm not making excuses for Maddison. If you want to criticize dude. But nobody can tell me over a 38-game season, we're better served with James Maddison being out of the Tottenham team than in the Tottenham team. Whatever you believe about his consistency, nobody's ever going to tell me otherwise. With this current crop of players that we have at our disposal, it doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. Sorry, it doesn't.
You know, what now for Ange though? You know what I mean? Is it a case of now? Hey? He's cooked, bro. He's cooked.
Ryan Mason time. So Ryan Mason time, bruv. Yeah.
You know what it is as well. Yeah? I don't know, Toads. I don't know who you want, but I keep seeing some Spurs fans like Deji saying that, bring in Iraola from Bournemouth, and I'm like, why is he gonna want to go Spurs? Yeah, when he can just carry on doing what he's doing with Bournemouth. And then just
why would he come to Spurs right now? This is people saying give these
money, bro.
Money, bro.
People will
make
go
sense
for the
though,
money.
man. It don't make sense,
I
because-
don't buy that personally, right? And I get why you lot say that. I completely get why you lot say that. They're on an upward trajectory, but let's be serious, man. There's a cap. There's a cap on what Bournemouth. There's a cap on what Bournemouth can do, and I'm not trying to even say that Tottenham. Again, Saeed knows the way I speak on Spurs. I don't rate Spurs as a big side. I don't think we're a big side, but Tottenham have the resources to go and try and make it a difficult decision for a manager like Iraola. And it doesn't even have to be just Iraola. I get asked this question all the time, who can provide an uplift? Who, outside of people watching SPFL, who even had Ange at the top of their mind before he was the Spurs manager? Who had Arne Slot as the top of their mind for the Spurs manager before he was linked with us the summer he came in? Like, we keep pretending like these multi-million or multi-billion pound organizations don't have the resources to go out and look and search for a manager who can play offensive football but has a balance on defense, that can use young players, can rotate. Like the same way they will go and scout players that we've never heard of, that come in and give us a breath of fresh air. Why can't we ask the same for managers?
Don't you think?
Why do we just have to accept? One sec, Jordz. Why do we just have to accept that? It's either Ange Postecoglou or Ryan Mason at this point in the season. I don't buy that, bro. I don't buy it.
You hear this saying, this is what the Arsenal fans say though as well. It's like, who do we get if Arteta goes? They say, and it's, you know what I mean? And
who cares?
The difference is
who cares, bro? The fact is, he's not good enough. Postecoglou is not good enough, yeah. And this Maddison thing, yeah, for me sums up. Maddison should be one of your best players in a Postecoglou side. He's an attacking manager. He plays free-flowing football. Maddison should be the heartbeat of that side. He should be the one that's getting all the praises. He should be getting England call-ups and that. And the thing is, like,
England call-ups at Leicester because he didn't perform throughout the.
No. It's irrelevant. Fuck Leicester. The fact is, yeah, he's a creative player. He gets goals and he can create chances. Postecoglou plays in a side which is attacking football. He should be one of the main guys in your team, the heartbeat of your side.
No, I hear what you're saying. I've agreed with Tobes. I said that he should be starting a lot more. I do question why he's not been playing. Obviously, there's some issues with Maddison in particular as to why he's not been playing well and can maintain consistency. But back to your point with regards to the managers, Tobes, the problem is with that is Spurs owners and so on, bro. We can sit there and say, yeah, clubs have these, they have the money to go out and identify. But every other manager we do identify and people we do identify and Spurs look at, we make the wrong decisions. So is that not where your issue is at? Is the decision making by Spurs and the people above board are so bad that I don't trust them to go make that decision. I don't go trust them to go choose the right manager.
Absolutely, Jordz. Absolutely. But we keep getting told we're a data-led club. Spurs are a data-led club. Data this, data that. Use your fucking data and get us a fucking good manager then. How about that? Yeah?
You know
Use this data and get us a good manager, because Jordz, when it came to getting Jose Mourinho, that board fraud didn't waste time in slapping a brazy contract on Jose's head, did he? When it came to getting Antonio Conte, he didn't waste time slapping a brazy contract on Conte's head, did he? Right? So I don't want to hear this shit anymore. Like,
and how
why didn't Tobes? Would anyone go? Why would Iraola go there when he's seen all these managers fail there?
But it doesn't have to. But you're not listening. You're not listening to me. All I said is tempting. If you don't get him, you don't get him. At least you tried. But if Iraola is not the only manager in world football that can come and give Tottenham an uplift, we're only speaking about Iraola because he's in front of us. We're watching him week in, week out. I ain't watching Spanish league like that. I ain't watching German league like that. I ain't watching Serie A like as much as I used to over the years. So, but don't tell me that there's no other manager that can come and give us an uplift from what we're seeing currently. Like, we were 3-0 down to Everton in 45 minutes.
So many.
Come on.
There's a manager.
That's what I'm saying, no, Tom. That's what I'm saying. For me, yeah, it's not even a situation like. Let me know my point quickly, Robs. Yeah, it's not even a situation like with Man City where we just saw Pep struggling, right? Because Pep has a lot of credit in the bank, bro, in abundance. So as much as they were having problems and Pep was struggling to find solutions, most City fans, bro, you wouldn't find a single City fan saying, "Yo, sack this guy," because he's got a lot of credit in the bank. Ange hasn't got any credit in the bank to be really holding on to this. All he's shown us, yeah, is that he's not flexible in his approach. You know what I mean? Yeah, and for me, the game when I clocked him, Tobes, yeah, because before that I was bigging him up. I was even saying to Jordz before you signed him and that, I said this guy will be good for Spurs.
You've been bigging him up.
That's what I told. That's what I told Jordz. I had to convince him. But when we played you lot and you had 9 men, and I didn't see him drop that high line, that's when I sold my stocks. That's when I sold my stocks, bro. This is a fool. This is a fool.
After that game, he said, I think he said after the game, even if I had 5 or 6 men, I would still persist to play the same way. That's when I said, that's a big worry. That is a big worry. Because that shows a man that's very arrogant.
But to be fair, though, in fairness to Jordz, right? Because I get where some Spurs fans are coming from, because it's like, ultimately, you're putting trust in the hands of people who have proven themselves to be consistently incompetent. Like, you don't know that they will go out and get us a manager that can give us an uplift on Ryan Mason. When they sacked Conte, there was no plan. We ended up with Stellini, then we ended up with Ryan Mason. When we sacked Jose Mourinho, we ended up with Ryan Mason, right? Like, we have people who just don't know what they're doing to a good... We have people who actually know about football behind the scenes now, because we have changed the structure somewhat. But ultimately, there's one voice that overrides others, and that one voice doesn't really know how to run a football club, right? So it's a sticky situation for us. But I do not want to see this team sleepwalking closer and closer to the relegation zone. And even if the players come back and we get an uplift, Spurs have been tracking at like a 35 to 40% loss rate all season. Right? When we played 9 games, we had lost 4. When we played 8 games, we had lost 3. When we played 7, we had lost 3. Like, we've been the loss count has been increasing week to week to week. It's been at its worst in December because of the injuries, but look at the 12 other months of football. Like, the amount of goals we've conceded, the amount of games we've lost, and now it's like he's making changes, and it's like it's too little, too late. It's too little, too late to bring in Reguilon because Destny's injured. It's too little, too late to play Jed Spence because Pedro Porro's already rubbed out and worn out and has completely been a detriment to our season. It's too late to try and maybe pull in Will Lancashire into the striking position because now Dominic Solanke is injured.
Let me ask you something as well, Togs. Yeah, do you think that his tactics are injuring your players, bro?
I think it plays a part, absolutely. I do think he's been unlucky, right? I think he's definitely been unlucky, not just because of the injuries that we've got, but because of the shit window that we had in terms of incoming players, like first team ready players. Like, we put an over-reliance on teenagers and Dominic Solanke. Yeah, like, we knew what we needed to do in the window, and we were short by like 3-4 players, bro. We didn't get a left-sided defender. We didn't get another starting caliber midfielder. We didn't get another starting caliber attacker, right? The injuries we've had have been a madness, but in the end of the day, we didn't prepare ourselves well enough in the summer, and then and just compounded that with the way in which he manages players. Jed Spence didn't get a look in until we literally had no defenders. He didn't get a look in until we had no defenders. And this is a guy you played in preseason. You gave a new contract. Why is he getting his first start in the Spurs shirt in December, bro? Does that make sense? And Destiny, who's just come back from a 3-month layoff, is playing week in, week out. No rest. Didn't register this guy for the Europa League. Pedro Porro playing week in, week out. When it comes to dropping Maddison out of the team, he's quick, he's happy, he'll rotate him out, right? But when it comes to rotating Kulusevski, this season he won't do it. Rotating Solanke, this season he won't do it. Rotating Destiny, this season he won't do it. Porro, he won't do it. He won't do it, bro. Yeah. So I'm like, he's made some, and the thing is, he's made changes. Like, Ange has made changes. Like, I don't buy this notion that he doesn't change. He's made changes, and there are games where his changes, they've paid dividend for Tottenham. But my frustration stems from the fact that we have a manager who doesn't make these changes, like, when it matters, consistently. Like, in 1 week, he would do something that works, and then he would just abandon it and just revert to type. I'm just like, we can't build. And we have a manager who can't get us over the line when it comes to fine margin games. So I'm done with it, man. He needs to go.
Yeah. That's it, man. That's it. Ange needs to go, man. It's peak. It's peak out here, man. Let me get these super chats in.
Wait, Saeed, just quickly before you run the super chats, I know we're going to move on. Jordan Tobes, a quick question. A manager I've heard through the grapevine is Roger Smith from Benfica, ex-Benfica manager. Is that a manager you would take?
Roger Smith.
I don't know anything about him like that, bro.
I heard about him when we were initially looking for Ange. I heard about him. I didn't do much research on him, so I can't speak with certainty. I need to find out about him.
I've not known about this manager. I can't lie to you. But yeah, Big up to you. Omar says, Rom City fan, I enjoyed our title race in the past. It's your turn to enjoy the banter race with Arsenal, though. You deserve it. They're fun. What phase is Conte in? Top of Serie A. Big up Flames. Pep says, how can the standards be this low? 12 losses and he has a point per game of one. He has to go. Levy is the main problem, but Ange is not good enough. Ange is so arrogant. He bopped Scottish League and thought he could do it in England. Deport that fraud, mate. It's a history of Spurs, mate. The Chelsea, RIP Spurs. Levy's fault, but it's time to go. And
I'm gonna bust outside. But one thing I would implore, to be honest, take it on board. Don't take it on board. I think speaking on the manager does not mean that you ignore the overriding issue at Tottenham. Like, I think as a Spurs fan, you'd have to be near on insane to literally think that you're comfy with Daniel Levy, that you're comfy with the way they run the club. I don't speak to any Spurs fan right now. There's no Spurs fan I can honestly say I'm friends with who is happy and actually believes that they're doing things the right way. Everyone wants a change of ownership. They want change. But one of the things that we need to change is the manager. It's crazy. Like, this is a manager who's literally plummeted Tottenham to 15th, one of the worst performing managers that we've had in Premier League history. And he's getting this carte blanche treatment. But Pochettino, who took us to a Champions League final off probably similar results over a 9-month span, was sacked. Like, do you get why it's confusing? It's like all these years we've been wanting them to hold their nerve with managers, but you're choosing to hold your nerve with this manager. And when you're holding your nerve with this manager, you don't even give him the players that he needs.
Yeah,
you're backing the manager, but you're not even backing him. That doesn't even make sense. Like, pure incompetence. So I just wanted to say that. Like,
big up Thomas, man.
Don't think that because we're talking about Ange that man are letting Daniel Levy off the hook. No way, bro. No way.
Yeah. Now, big up Toes, man. Love each and every time, man. We'll catch up tonight, man. Big up Toes.
Safe.
Big up, peace. Big up, man. Big up Susan. Saying the panel, hit the like button. Over 2.2K. Yes. Over 2.2K watching. People, hit the like button. Let's get to 1,000 likes ASAP, people. My United, a fellow mud brother, you know what I'm saying to you, man, equally as bad. You know what I mean? I left the stadium again, 70th minute or whatever. Bro, I left, bro. Listen, man. Brother, I left, bro. Because
that's what I left, bro.
I tell you, I think, bro, give the season ticket to some youths in the area, man. That like need to, you know what I'm saying? You know the youth clubs are shutting down right now, so just give it to some youths to go watch the game, man. There's no point in you going there now, bro. You know what? You know what you're gonna go see.
Nobody wanted my Southampton ticket, bro. I had to really get rid of that one. I swear down, bro. I called everyone. I said, yo, you not been to Old Trafford, have you? Yeah, no, I've not been. You want to go to the game? Nah, I'm all right still. I watch at home. Brother, it's free, brother. Nobody wants to
wait, so say you're telling me the man that I've never even been to Old Trafford didn't even want to go?
Say no, bro.
I called the cousin of the cousin of the cousin. You know, I said, do you want to come? But listen, nobody wants to see this shit, bro. Like, Brighton, I swear down, bro. I hate Brighton. They have beaten us 8 times in I don't know how many, yeah? And, bro, I swear down, man. These man didn't even play well yesterday. That's the damning thing about yesterday. No. They didn't even play well yesterday, but yet still, they beat us 3-1 easily. You get what I'm trying to say? It don't help that Anana's there doing an absolute madness. You get me? Bro, midfield don't work. Mainu's absolutely cooked in that midfield. Attack, I thought Xerxes did well. Ahmad was our only threat again. Boom. Defensively, again, Mazarawi's not looked great as well. The manager's calling this team the worst team ever. I love it. But at the same time, we're going to see the reaction again of the team. Every single metric, bro, of this team is bad, bro. Like, we are bad. When you talk about Tottenham here, at least it's Tottenham. Everyone knows Tottenham is shit. Everyone knows Tottenham is just a banter club, yeah? With Man United, it's like...
Your club's been here for 10 years now, bro.
No, I'm saying, though, we've never been around this position, bro. Never. I don't know this area.
You finished 8th a couple years ago, bro. You know this area very well. Stop trying to act different. You've been down here for 10 years.
I'm saying 14th, 13th, where we are right now, yeah? I've not been here before.
Your Palace are ahead of them, bro.
Do you know what, Saeed? Yeah, Saeed, you see my good uncle Ten Hag. He didn't even have you this low, did he? He had you around 9 or 10.
No. You need to listen. Don't even start with this, bro, because I'm still fighting United fans here about Ten Hag. Ten Hag's the reason why we're in this mess. We're literally flogging Anthony.
It actually is because of the shit signings, bro.
The guy's going alone, bro.
Big up, Uncle.
How much are you
Speaking
paying?
about,
How much
speaking
are you
about
paying?
signings as well, yeah. Can we speak about Onana properly now, yeah? Because I think you guys have got to make a decision on this guy, man. Because, like, bro, I'll be real. Like, some games this year, I've seen him make a couple of good saves, but I don't know if he's the one, man. I think you got to make a decision on this guy. I really do. And the problem is, he costs you dough, innit? And you have to buy a new goalkeeper. But
LB.
I don't know if you can continue with this guy long term in your net, man.
No way. No
LB,
way.
bro.
I
No
don't think
way.
you can, mate.
You know,
He's
you're spot on,
terrible.
and this is why you don't judge a player off seeing them play one game. Because let's be honest, the majority of this United fan base saw the final when you beat them, when you beat Inter, and they thought, you know, even though they lost, he was class. Oh, he's the second coming, but they haven't seen him over a season. They just made their decision because he is, for me, Saeed. Look, I know he's only been at you a season or two now, but I think you need to upgrade already. Already, I think you need to upgrade. Keepers are supposed to be long term. When you sign a keeper, you're looking at maybe 4 to 6 years.
Bro.
You know what I mean? You need to get rid of him already. He's
How
just
many
not
errors? Like, is there a stat on how many errors leading to goal he's had since he's?
Bro, it's a lot.
Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot.
It
It's
has
a
to
lot.
be
Basically
something.
cost them in Champions League last year.
Yeah.
It's basically his fault they got knocked out in the Champions League last year alone, single-handedly, innit?
There's
Remember
a
that?
video
Saeed?
reel, man. There's a video reel. There's like about 8 or 9 absolute errors, man. It's not just him, by the way. The team that they've assembled here is just not good enough, man. I remember when Terry was trying to tell me in LB that it's better than Chelsea's squad, and I'm just like, what are you watching? Because I'm sorry, it is nowhere near good enough, man. The whole of that first 11 is nowhere near good enough. People will say that Mino's the one that you look, Kobe Mino is the one you look at. He's not been great. You look at like Bruno Fernandes, who's obviously scoring some goals, but for me, I think he's a problem at Manchester United, if I'm honest. I don't look at any of your front line. I don't know why Minu and Garnacho look at Chelsea looking at them. What the hell is going on with them? Right. So I look at that now and I think to myself, it's just not good enough. It ain't a good enough squad. I don't blame Amorim. Fair play to him for coming out and saying this is a crap squad. Oh, that was quality. This is one of the worst United in history.
You got to talk real though. You got to.
Of course he has.
You got to say it how it is.
I loved it, man. That's what he's got to do. So look, I look at Manchester United and it's just bad all round. And I look at us at the moment and think, I'm really like as pissed off. But I look at what Man United are doing and it's like one step forward, you get excited, and then you take another 10 back. Just everything at United is wrong. It's just bad. So they got a big job on their hands, man. Big job on their hands. And
right, man. Potts is right. The squad is absolutely appalling. Like, and this is the thing, and United fans will probably disagree with me on this one because they've been sucked into the vortex, But like, you think some of your players are good because your standards have been lowered and lowered and lowered and lowered and lowered over the last 10 years because you've been shit. Yeah, I'm now starting to see like Mazraoui prop, shit like this. This Ugarte for me is an average footballer. Yeah, in my opinion, I'd be interested to hear what like Roms and that say. But you guys are gassing him up. I hear some of United fans. It's because your standards have lowered. There's one player in that team that I think is a legit baller, and it's Amad Diallo.
Yeah, that's it.
The rest of them, I'm not trying to like do this whole City United like thing. I'm being deadly serious here. I've been giving constructive criticism. They're shit, man. I'll be real with you. They're trash apart from Diallo, man. And I'll be real, I'm very surprised Diallo signed that deal, man, there, because United have a track record of ruining football players. And let's just hope they don't ruin him, man, because he's a top baller. Bruno Fernandes is trash. He's trash. Your defenders are trash. Your goalkeeper's trash. I'll be real, I think Amorim's got his work cut out. And you know what? I think he's done the right thing coming out and calling out this team, because like it's now highlighting it to people that didn't already realize that the squad is crap. They're rubbish footballers.
The way he speaks,
how much they spent on it as well, man? How much have you spent on that squad?
Bro,
bro.
And
you know the thing is with Diallo, he hasn't even developed at United. He spent most of his years at United away from United, so that's why he's at the level he's at. He's done Sunderland, he's done a couple of loans, and he's actually built his career at a good level. But I want to know with you, Saeed, because you love to. I say with me. My man is not getting the best out of the squad, not getting results. We have to look at some of these games and say, what is he thinking? What is the setup? Why are you not getting through some of the games? Like Southampton, you should have lost, but Diallo carried you through. There's been worrying signs for a while. How can you only have 2 wins in 10? Like my team. Like how? This is a new manager. He's supposed to.
I mean, it's 3 wins in 10. I think 3 wins in 10.
But you know, so man, you're saying earlier about Spurs that having some defenders that are just bad, making individual mistakes. I remember at half time, me and Don were speaking when United played Southampton. And I said, United will come back and win, not because they're good, because Southampton, like they've been doing all season, will make a dumb individual mistake. Ramsdale will do something mad, and United will win. But the next game, Brighton, which actually have quality, and like you said, Saeed, didn't even play that well, because they got more individual quality. I said United would lose this game. And for me, with United, right, like LB said, I only really look at Ahmad, and I think Mazraoui's still being quality. I think they're the only two players in that team where you actually like, hold on, they're going to have long-term futures. There's arguments for the rest just to be sold, or if a deal comes in to be entertained, because it's scary. And like Saeed said, we've seen United in the mud over the last 10 years, but I don't remember it being this bad. I think you're, 7 points off 10th? It's crazy. Crazy.
Brother, 7 points off 10th.
Brother, Everton have got less losses than us, man. Everton.
You know what's so crazy, Saeed? You know Palace.
We both have the
Crystal Palace, yeah. Hold on, Saeed. Crystal Palace didn't win their first 8 games, and they're above you and Spurs, bro.
I know. You honestly, you got daytime, you know. You better chill with this, you know.
Fox was cooking D on fucking This Is London, yeah. Big up D in the panel, yeah.
I don't want to see D. I don't want to see D. That's why I cancel that show, man. Best of the rest is cancelled for a reason, guys, man. Because I knew Palace on their way. You know what I mean, bro? Nah, you know what it is here for me. The manager, and go back to the point with D. Yeah, I mean Jordz. Yeah, is that the manager can change. Yeah, but he said, "Yo, why should I change? Yeah, when every single manager before us failed. Yeah, and got nothing out of it. I'd rather stick to my principles." And I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think he's bothered about getting sacked. You know, man. The way he speaks here, it's like he said, "I won't let this job change me." He was saying, "Yo, this is who I am. Take me for who I am. Yeah, I'm gonna get this right, but you need to back me. We have to suffer, and we have to get through this." You did it. You hired me. What, 10 games in? Yeah, you allow the manager to overspend on players that are rubbish. Yeah, and then you think this is gonna fix overnight? No, it's gonna fix overnight. Do I think though, if this carries on, that he might not get sacked? That he might get sacked. Of course, if he loses to Fulham, listen, we don't know what could happen. But for me, Amorim, stick by your principles.
I agree.
He dropped Garnacho. He's doing things that other managers didn't do.
Yeah.
Just to get by results. We get by results. Go to next year, we're still saying the same things. So you know what? Let everything be exposed. Let everything be put out there. And then later on, the Ineos have pressure to then spend quality and spend in the right areas and get rid of the dross that's here. And that's what they do right now.
You're spot on, bro. You're spot on. He's got to come in here, right, and think, I've got to do it my way. There's a good chance I'm getting sacked, right? Why? Well, Tanaka got sacked. Fucking Ole Gunnar Solskjaer got sacked.
Yeah.
Fucking the sporting director, you made a football manager, he got sacked. Everyone's got sacked, right? So if I'm him, I'm looking at this and saying, first of all, I've got to acknowledge that these players are not good, yeah? I'm not letting these players get that sacking me because I'm trying to help them. I'm going to do my thing, yeah? And if the board backs me, we'll get rid of a load of the players and we'll get new players in and we'll be a success. If they don't, I'll get fired. But when I get fired and I go into my next job interview and they say, what happened at United? I'll say, they promised me they'll give me the players. I'll play my style and they didn't get me the players, yeah? And that's what he's got to do, man.
Yeah.
I think he's doing the right thing here. He's doing it his way. He's getting rid of all these bozo players who are crap. And if the board back him, it'll be a success. And if they don't back him, it'll end in failure.
It's a win-win. It's a win-win for him, bro, because he's got, like you said, the next job, he can just go in there and say, yo, go look at how much they paid out to Mourinho. Go look at how much they paid out to Oli. Go look at how much they paid out to Ten Hag, right? Because these lot make the wrong decisions, the timing of it, bro. Like, to go and tell my man, yo, you better come now. There's no guarantee that we're going to come back for you in the summer. You put a gun to his head when he was doing well in Portugal, as it was. And obviously, it's United, isn't it? It's his first bad bitch. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, do you know what? I need to dip. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Influencers there over 100K followers on Instagram and that, bro. That's what United is. So he got excited by it, right? But really and truly, he's gone in there and the system he's trying to play, it just doesn't suit your team, Saeed. No. I know you get up every game, yeah? And honestly, bro, I know that you just don't look forward to watching United. Because it's so bad. And the thing is, people try and say, oh, it's a mentality thing. Bro, of course it's a mentality thing. That plays a part in the game, right? But these guys, they could be trying, but they're just not good enough, right? Mainu is not good enough to be playing as an 8. in that formation. Or for me, like I've said, for me, long term, he's not a 10. I know United fans keep saying playing him as a 10.
Oh, where did he play? Where did he play this season?
How I visualize this system for me, yeah, right, is I'll be looking at a profile like a Cunha, a profile like a Kulusevski. Because when you look at Ahmad and what he offers in the 10, I don't see Mainu doing the same thing in that role, bro. Right?
No, he
He's not
doesn't.
as dynamic. He's not as dynamic. He's not as athletic off the ball, right? There's so many things where I'm looking at and I'm like, you can get so much better than Mainu in that position. That's why for me, I've been saying long term, I don't see Mainu working in the system. Mainu needs to be in a 3-man midfield where you're playing a 4-3-3, for example, with 2 8s, yeah? And you have him as the furthest 8. But if you're playing him as a 10, you're asking man to be dynamic, to be running at guys, running through the midfield consistently. He's not that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be going back to it and saying, yo, Mainu looks gassed out. Mainu's got injured again. Mainu, he's not doing enough. Because he's just not that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So overall, for me, how I kind of look at it, he needs multiple players to do what he wants to do. They've brought in the wrong manager to deal with this team. He should have been brought in the summer, if anything.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And that's where it's on Ineos. But with the Mainu, I can't lie. Talented player, yeah. But right now, you'd rather bench him, yeah, than put him out there and be lamb to the slaughter. Like, real talk, because end of the day, you know what it is? The space that you got to cover in this system is so mad, bro.
Correct.
It's crazy, bro. And Ugarte is the reason why Ugarte is looking bad now these last couple of games, because the guy's used. He's finished. He's given so much running around Liverpool, whatever. Like, he's actually like gassed out right now. And Mainu doesn't have the running power. He has a technical ability to be playing in that kind of 8 role.
He doesn't fit the system. I called this out weeks ago. You know what you should buy? Yeah, I'll give you the name. You should buy Baleba from Brighton. What you need is mad athleticism in that field.
That guy is a monster, bro. Monster.
You need this system that you're playing. Yeah, it needs mad energy and mad athleticism in that midfield, right? And you don't have any players in that midfield. In fact, you have the anti-version of that. All your midfielders are the opposite of what, in my opinion, you need, which is athleticism and energy. You know, I'm looking at mine, I'm looking at Ugarte, I'm looking at Casemiro, yeah? None of these guys have anything that I think you need to play in that system.
Ugarte definitely suits the system.
No, guy does.
You still need someone next to him. You still need someone next to him to cover the ground.
Technically good, though.
Do you know what?
And got legs.
Don makes a good point about Maynard. Not only doesn't fit this system and he's suffering performance-wise, you're going to run him into the ground. If he picks up an abundance of injuries at this young age,
I know
it can affect him going forward. So you need to be careful in that aspect as well. And you know what, Don, you know when you went back to say Saeed doesn't enjoy watching his team, do you know when I knew Saeed doesn't, right? Even in the big scouts they've had at Anfield, knocking out Arsenal, beating City, Saeed's normally gassed. He was gassed, but then you were quite subdued straight away. You were like, yeah, this is nice for today, but we're probably going to lose against Southampton and Brighton. That's when I knew Saeed had broken back, because Saeed's normally gassed for a few days. He was only gassed for that day.
I told you, bro.
He went back to normal.
I told you, bro.
This is a different Saeed we're seeing.
Bro, this has changed me. This year, I'm telling you now, bro. Like, it's changed me, guys. Like, how I view this team, how I celebrate, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Everything's changed. The dynamics changed now in this team, bro. And right now, Anthony's leaving. Garnacho's probably going to leave. Rashford going to leave. Who else is going to leave? Malassias, I think, is going to leave as well. You got Casemiro. There was a fan going, you know what? The maddest thing is, Casemiro, there's a fan yesterday. I don't know if you see that video. Mama was like 5-time Champions League winner. And he just went, you know what I mean? So Mama's on the bench here getting, bro, Collier started ahead of him. It's mad, bro. And right now, the manager has just got to say, yo, we have to get results. And I don't know when the next results are coming from. Our next 3 games, let me just tell you, the Premier League are Fulham away, Palace at home, and Everton away. And then Tottenham after that, I think it is as well. That is our next 4 games, yeah.
Tough game,
I don't see a win. I could be wrong, but I don't see a win.
Saeed, can I sprinkle another game in there? Rangers at Old Trafford. They're going to be up for it. They're going to be there, bro.
They're going to be up for it.
No. United fans told me drawing with Rangers was absolutely shameless. So no. United are doing that. They're doing the job over there. They're at home as well. We played away and
we got linked with this dog who I don't know if you guys have watched him from Lecture. Yeah. So we're linked with this dog who guy, but we need more, man. We need more. We need more.
It sounded like right.
You effectively
I think the
you
problem
effectively
is
need a
like
brand
with you
new
guys.
11. Effectively.
Sorry,
You need a new 11, innit? Really?
we need a new 11, basically. Yeah.
No,
We
but
didn't do
essentially,
anything.
I think your biggest problem, like many of us are feeling right now, is your club is 20 days into January transfer and they ain't done nothing. Like, why bring in a new manager if you're not going to give him one or two players to play his system? It makes absolutely no sense. I can't see what Ineos have been doing for 20 days for, like we're seeing now, first formal offer for Postecoglou. He's been available since the start. Why was this not being sorted out prior to Jan? Like, this is my problem just with most of our clubs are in this position right now. But this is where my biggest problem is always look above boards, because how can you go 3 weeks into a January transfer window knowing your team is bad?
Yeah. Excuses, isn't it? Whenever I hear this, George, it's
what
so
do you mean
annoying,
it's an excuse? You sat there and cried for fucking players doing the Omar Marmouche watch-alongs, and then you're telling me I'm not supposed to be mad my club's not getting players. What do you mean it's excuses?
Bro, you mutant, man. I'm talking about the boards and the clubs are making excuses, not you. You need to relax, bro.
My club, I'm like, why? How
I'll be real, man. You've been sending shots at everyone on this panel. So you're angry, you're rattled, innit? But chill out, bro. I agree with you, man.
No, you're telling me you didn't say boards making excuses. You said
I thought it was obvious, innit, bro? My fault, innit?
No, we've all been where Jordz is. You know when you're that rattled, you're not even listening anymore.
So rattled
I
today,
said
man,
I'm rattled.
honestly.
My team's shit. Of course you're rattled. You was rattled a couple weeks ago. You were rattled 6 weeks ago. You was in my fucking position, bruv.
Yeah, I know, but I wasn't biting people's head off when they agreed with me.
Saeed knows
no, relax, bro.
Roms, it's been a long time since you've been here, so you don't know where we're at, bruv. It's been a
I don't
very
know.
long time.
I forgot what it's like.
Yeah, these men are quite jittery right now. You know what I'm saying? Saeed not so much. Saeed's just, right now, he's just accepting it. Accept it, man.
I accept it, man. End of the day, for me, I accept it, man. Like I said, I was there yesterday. I came out the ground, you know what I mean? Misery. Everyone was gone by the time, you know what I mean? Like, bro, I've accepted it, man. Where we are right now, accepted it. But I'm just ready for now, the process now of this new change of this team, bro. Everyone can go, barring Amad Diallo. I'm not really bothered.
What do you think of Anthony Gann as well? Do you think you're going to get a replacement?
He's coming back in 6 months. He said, I'm coming
back. Do you think
back.
you'll get a replacement for now, though? Because that's a bit mad, though, isn't it?
We have to. Well, listen, man.
Keep him, please. I've seen Fabrizio said again, we're interested in the guy heavily and that, but I'm hoping it's a smoke screen for something better than that, because I can't be dealing with that guy.
I can't lie, Don. If you do, I don't think you will, but if you sign Garnacho, the spotlight's on Maresca anyway from some of your families, but you have to have a bigger magnifying glass, because that screams to me talent ID.
No, it's not him though. It's not him, bro. He's not. He don't get control of the transfer. It's the sporting directors, bro. They're the ones that need to hold smoke, not him.
You don't need him, innit? I don't get that.
Yeah, you don't.
I don't want him anywhere near my club, please, bro.
Weird, very
weird, man.
Yeah, facts. Listen, let's get these super chats in, guys. Keep getting to 1,000 likes. I don't know how many likes we're on right now. We're currently on 758. Get that up to 1,000 likes, people, man. ASAP, people. Suj says, big up Saeed in the panel. Hit the like, subscribe to everyone. Over 2.2k watching with 1.5k likes, 140k subscribers. Big up to you, man, Suj. Man United fan here. We have a low block against top 6 teams. We usually turn up and we attempt a high block. We don't know what football is. Absolutely, bro. Ennis says, Saeed, don't you think Amorim should be more pragmatic and not force his style like this? It looks like Ange naivety. You need to win games. Listen, for me, I look at it from my point of view is that I think there's certain situations with terms of Mainu and Bruno Fernandes, that personnel in the team, yes. Overall idea, no. I think the personnel, though, is something that I'm on to Ten Hag. I'm on to Amorim. Mainu is not a 6. Bruno is not a left 10. Simple. That's it. Change that, and then maybe we can get somewhere.
Can I just quickly answer that as well from my point of view? Yeah, if what you're basically saying is that this manager should try and adapt to the players, right? But the players are shit, and the players will let him down even if he adapts to the players. So he might as well play his style and try and put pressure on the board to get the players in. Because if you adapt to the players, these players have proved it time and time again. They'll let him down, and then he'll end up getting.
Guess what, though, LB? You know, remember in school, yeah, you used to have, set 1 maths, set 2 maths, set 3 maths, and whatnot. Yeah. You're not gonna put a guy that can't handle being in set 2 maths in set 2 maths, yeah. And that's where it is right now with this system. It's too hard. It's too advanced for certain man. They can't hack it. You know what I'm saying? So we need to take it back to set 5. So it's intervention settings for these man. They can't handle this.
No. But the
Yeah,
thing is,
they can't-
the
can't
problem
get
with
rid of
that
them,
is
bro.
that,
That's
bro,
the end of
I'll tell you the problem with that is, the problem with the kids in the set 5 is they ain't ever getting out of set 5, bro. They're in set 5 for a fucking reason, yeah? It's because they're dumb, yeah? And that's the problem. So if he lowers himself down to set 5 standards, because you're thinking, oh, we'll try and get these lads into set 4 and then set 3. That's not happening, bro. They're in set 5 for a reason, innit? Trust me, man. I was
That's
in set
why-
5 English, bro. I know the situation, bro.
That's not
Yeah?
way too personal. I was like, we're not going
Bro,
nowhere.
I never got out of set 5, bro. You know what I mean? So that's it, man.
That's why the new structure at Man United. Real talk, Saeed, right? I know you want to move on to Liverpool, but
Love
just
for the
quickly,
honesty, LB.
I would say, yeah, love for the honesty. I agree.
Yeah,
I
love for
would
the
say,
honesty, bro.
when you look at it, Man United in this new structure have now got to do this. They've now got to say, right, we were quite happy to throw money at Ten Hag. We've now got to throw money at this guy because we got it wrong.
Yeah.
This is a new structure. This is a new regime. We believe Amorim's a guy. We believe in his system. He's not going to do it with these players. But if a couple of windows, you get in a couple of wing backs, you get in a couple of ball playing midfielders, you look at a proper striker, maybe things will start to look a bit different. That's what you have to do. This lot ain't it, man. This squad are nowhere near good enough, bro. Nowhere near good enough.
Yeah, absolutely. Liverpool, man, brother. Oh man, I was fuming, man. If I'm not fuming with United, bro, I'm fuming with that end, bro. Not only is it Liverpool won, yeah, but it's Nunez. You get me? And then I have a lot of my comments saying, yo, what you talking about, man? We rate Nunez. We rate Nunez. I'm like, bro, am I living in a different world, man? Like, that man actually rate Nunez like a lot of the fan base here. But I was like, say no more. You get me? You won the game.
I'd say
It's 50-50.
bro.
Okay, say no more then, because
I'd
the
say
top message I was getting was mad.
Big up, Grizz. We did a review a couple hours after the game, and there was literally 3 of us on the panel that were, and 3 of us on the panel that weren't. But I think it's very 50-50 of Nunez. But bro, I don't know what more to say. But the main guy I want to give credit to was Arne Slot.
Yeah.
And I say that to say this, right?
Yeah.
For me, I say this every week on this show. When you get a team, obviously Forest are top 6 this season, but normally when you got a team with less quality than you, you're gonna be pragmatic. They're not gonna come out at you because they don't have quality. You're just asking to get battered, right? From start to finish, in my opinion, we were on them. I think they were excellent for 90 minutes. What they set out to do, they did it. They nullified us, hitting us on the counter. And Bremo, Vissa, I think, was a bit more quiet. But I think, and Bremo, they got a player called Yarmachuk, some Ukrainian guy. Them two are kind of giving us problems on the break, right? But from start to finish, we were on them. And do you know what we did? Our second half against Forest, we kind of translated that into this game because I think we started very well. But Forest then had a spell, right? I think it was between, let's say, the 65th minute to the 80th minute where Thomas Frank, you kind of got to rate him. Some manager would be like, no, let's play for a draw. He took off Yanel and put on that Sharda guy, their other striker. And it because I was kind of feeling, I was like, we need to bring on Jones and Elliott and Chiesa earlier. But I don't know why we left it late. But one thing Slot is so good at doing this season is counteracting, right? He'll wait for you to make your change and he'll counter it. He's wait because when Frank made that change, Sharda come on, the game was a bit end to end. That's the one time in the game I think they had a bit of a spell. Slot said to himself, you know, now I'm going to chuck on Elliott, Jones, and Chiesa. And for me, Arne Slot won us that game. Yes, Nunez finished the chances and whatnot, but his tactical nous is honestly second to none. I think in the league he's generally up there, and it speaks volumes as to why we're first, because we'll bombard them shot after shot. And you know, so crazy. I'm happy for Nunez because before he got his brace, the chat might remember, right? He's taken a shot where he was off balance and put it rose ed. And I don't know if any of you watched the game. And I was like, oh, this is going to be another game. This is going to be another game. Bro. It's going to be another one of them games. But Elliott's come on, and the reason why I'm going to praise Elliott after Slot, I'll probably praise Elliott the most, right? And people don't look at these finer details. For Nunez's first goal, the one that basically won us the game, Elliott's way of pass to Trent was sublime, because what can happen in that situation when you're chasing a game and it was a must-win game for us because we had just dropped points? You can overhit that pass and it goes off for a goal kick, or you can underhit that pass where they intercept and go on a break. The weight of that pass was so good that even if it hit off the defender, which it did, when Trent tried to play the ball, kind of ricochets, Trent was able to get the ball back and play it to Nunez. I think Harvey Elliott in that last, and this is why us Liverpool fans have been screaming for him to start, because we kind of had a creativity issue since the West Ham game. I think United and Forest, our attack is kind of, we're huffing and puffing, but we weren't creating any really clear-cut chances, right? I think Salah played one to Gakpo, which Gakpo should have finished. But other than that, I don't think in the last 3 games we've been taking up chances, and we've had a bit of a confidence issue. And Arne Slot said, you know what, I'm going to go all out. Chiesa, Elliott, and Jones for me. That was an amazing triple sub, and for me, he won us that game. But I'm so happy for Nunez because look, he's been poor this season. Let's have it right. And I wasn't going to say on the day, I didn't want to be the Debbie Downer, but he still is bad. Let's be honest. For fans saying, "Oh, this could reignite his Liverpool career," just calm down because we said this after the Newcastle game last season.
What happened to Minueve?
You know, Don, you know I've had to accept he's not him for about a year now.
You call him my 9 in Spanish.
Yeah, I did used to call him my 9, but the ship sailed. But after the Newcastle game, we thought this could be a turning point for Nunez. After the Forest game last year, where we won it at the death, if you don't remember, last head of the game, we thought, yeah, this will be the time. I just think we need to accept Nunez is never going to be clinical, and he's going to have a few games where majority of games where he misses chances, but he's not turned a corner. For me, and it's sad to say this, he'll revert back to type where he's missing chances, whatnot. Does he deserve a start against? I think we got Lille midweek. Does he deserve a start against Lille? Yes, because he is a confidence player. Now he's scored 2. You have to carry on playing him. But when everyone's back, he still doesn't get in his team. And some Liverpool fans are saying, yeah, this is him now. Like he can change his game again. Nah, like I think he'll go back to normal. But I just want to credit my manager because he won us that game with the subs and the timing of the subs as well.
Yeah, he's good at doing that, man. He's good at doing that. I can't lie to you. But you needed to win that game, bro. You needed to win that game because, boy, that was that moment there. And for me, a special mention to Harvey Elliott as well. I thought he changed the game as well. He came in, added a bit of just playing the pockets as well. But, bro, like the finishes were actually cold as well, from Nunez. I don't know if you might see the finishes, yo. The finish.
I feel like Nunez has like that ability to. He's like Rashford. He can strike a ball really good,
really hard.
The actual finishing to like put the ball in the corner consistently.
Yeah,
you can't do that. You can't rely on them players to. They just have to strike it. I think it is.
Do you know why I'm going? I know like the bar. Why I'll credit him as well. Against Accrington Stanley, he was in a similar position and he skied it. Where in this game, like maybe it's because he just scored. And if you ever play ball, once you score, you're running a bit faster. Like you've got that adrenaline more. Once the second chance come to him, he had that composure. I think it was a wicked finish, the second one. So, big him up because he needed that for his confidence. He genuinely needed that. But yeah, in terms of this league now, for you lot are probably going. I think most people agree that we'll win it. But I just think I think we might actually win this comfortably now because I look at everyone around us, right?
Roms has got some chest. All right, go on, carry on.
I've been having chest for
weeks.
You never say like that. You don't say like that comfortably.
But what I'm saying is, we will drop points. We're not going to win every game to the end of the season. Of course, we're going to drop points. But you look, Potts will get onto his team later. You look at them lot. They can't. They love to look at our fixtures and they can't even take care of their own at home. You look at City. Me and LB have said for weeks the deficit's too big. If City were maybe 7-8 points behind, it would be a closer race. But I look at everyone around us. Yeah, I'm not writing off Forest. Wolfie's probably going to summon himself in the chat now. Forest are doing very well, but I think as the weeks go on, they'll probably drop to maybe 4.
This league was done 5-6 weeks ago, man. Like we all know that. Deep down, we all know that. And like Liverpool, good win. I'm seeing people say, "Oh, they won, but they only just won." That's literally what champions do, isn't it? They score last-minute goals. This is what's happened since the dawn of time. Is these teams that win the league, they always score late goals. But they are cooking on gas, man. Yeah, they're 6 points clear. They've got a game in hand. Yeah, they've got no major injury concerns. They're chilling. You've got Arsenal out here who ain't winning the league. Their title hopes were dead and buried soon as Saka got injured. Forest won't have the energy to keep going all season, and City are far behind.
Chatfields, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what's so crazy about this as well, LB? What really pisses me off about my club, Ches was telling me yesterday that if we had won just 2 out of our 5 games, would have been fucking second, right?
You should have been.
Goes to show, bro. 2 out of 5 wins would have had Chelsea second. Apparently, is mad because in the pomp of Klopp and Pep, 2 out of 5 wins is having you nowhere near second, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that goes to show. And that's why I kept telling people at the start. I said, bro, I smell blood because the quality in the league this season isn't there. Like Liverpool are just the best of a bad bunch. I've been consistent about Liverpool.
Everyone is crap. Bro, literally, I've never known a season where everyone's rubbish like this since Leicester won it, man.
Leicester, I want Forest to win it. You know what I don't like though? I'm not saying you lot personally, but there's this general consensus from rival fans that are trying to downplay what we do. Because yes, I agree with you. Everyone's not really been good this season. Arsenal falling off, City's falling off. But someone has to capitalize on that. So this is where I think we need to be given credit. Because if everyone's falling
You
off,
got the credit for me, bro.
team.
I think you're a very
No, that's
balanced
not
team.
true.
I think you're the most balanced team in the league, and I think you're a very solid team. Everyone else is trash,
You
and
know-
that's
you
why
know
you
what
run
it
away
is?
with it.
You know what it is as well, yeah. Just quickly on Arnie Slot, because I don't think he has actually got quite enough praise of what he's done, and I think maybe it is because of that, Roms, because everyone else just is letting you have it, right? I will say this: I understand that people have said he's inherited a squad. I get that. He's inherited a very good squad. Yep, cool. I can hear that. I understand that it might be easy when you got teams players like Van Dijk and Trent and Salah. But if you look at the players he's got the best out of, it is unbelievable for what he's done. He's tried to get 20-25% out of the players that at times are a little bit stinky. Gravenberch, players like Darwin Nunez, Jota, who needs to stay fit, coming on the other day. Was it against Forest? Goal straight away. And in fact, he brought 2 subs on. One of them assisted, one of them scored. So Arne Slot is noticing what he needs, and he's using his squad to the best of his ability. I would say that I think he's been phenomenal for Liverpool. And I think what he's done is he's just brought a little bit of calm and relaxing, which is what Klopp didn't do just because of his personality in terms of the intensity and the passion. And now you're looking at Liverpool and they're just calm. Like, I look at their results. Like, I was in the pub. I didn't watch the game. I was in the pub. I was like, it's 0-0 in 89th minute. I said, that'll be 1-0 Liverpool, you watch. Nah, man, it's an injury time. I said, that'll be 1-0 Liverpool, watch. I came out, I saw him in the concourse. I went, it was 2-0, wasn't it? And he just went, yeah, it was. I said, there we go. I just knew they were going to win, man. I just knew it.
That's the biggest difference between you guys and Liverpool, and I think it has been for years. That Liverpool have always shown that now is to get through games, even when they're 1-0 down with 10 minutes to go. I'm sure most of us would have been sat here and saying somehow they're going to get through this game. They're going to win because they've shown the ability to get through that. And plus, your attack is so good. Whether people want to deny it or not, they just create chances. There's always a chance in the game with Liverpool, whereas Arsenal don't have that, and that's what separates you guys in this title race. Essentially, is that in these tight games where it's going to be draws, when Arsenal, like the Villa game, they were all over them. Probably should have got a goal in the end, but they couldn't. Liverpool will get a goal in that game, and that's what's going to separate you guys and separate Liverpool from the rest of us, really.
Do you know what, Jordz? Because I've got to jump off now, and I'm going to do what Arsenal fans do and actually go for our next couple fixtures. I'll go as far as saying, and some fans might say, we can even win there, but history suggests we find it tough. I genuinely think the next time we drop points now is at Manchester City. I'm not saying we'll lose that game. What's the game? Our next 4 games is Ipswich. We've got Ipswich, then we got Bournemouth away, which is tough. Again, the same thing they said about, because I actually predicted on most of these results. I said Forest will drop points Tuesday night under the lights. They have so many different ways of playing. We'll probably draw that game. But Brentford, I knew it would be tough, but I knew we'll come out with the 3 point. Ipswich, again, football don't go hand in hand, but we should win that game, right? Then we've got Bournemouth away, which will be very tough. Bournemouth will be tough. Similar to the Brentford game, we'll win. Then we've got Everton away. Last good derby, I think we'll beat them as well.
It'll be toast by then, lad, because we ain't getting beat at the Emirates. We'll take a point at least, and by that point, you'll be 9 points clear of Arsenal with a game in hand. Exactly. So you're chilling, bro. Don't need to worry. You didn't get party time, bro.
It's City.
It's serious, man.
Yeah, but I just think we go on a 4-5 winning run, and then Man City is where I think we might draw. But like LB said, we'll probably afford to, because City and there'll be points dropped there.
Oh, this is why, all these guys.
The form City's on. Sorry to cut you, LB. The form City's on, and their new signings coming in. That's going to give them a lift. I think City probably go Arsenal and get something.
Bro, this is the thing, yeah. This is why all these people in the week, know nothing about football, yeah. They was in the week, saying, drawing at Forest, terrible result. It's not a terrible result, man. You guys don't know what you're talking about, yeah. Forest are one of the best teams in the league right now. They're on a mad form, yeah. And the fact is, Arsenal will never, in my opinion, was never going to beat Villa, Wolves, and City 3 games in a row. So all Liverpool needed to do was just get in and out of Forest with a point, no major injuries, and then their next 3 games are all winnable. Win those next 3 games. The Arsenal do the damage to themselves. That's the thing that people keep not realizing, man. Arsenal will handle Arsenal themselves, man, by dropping points. That's why I said, man, that result against Forest 1-1 was a good result.
Yeah, facts.
It's been proven true.
Well, what was a good result was Arsenal versus Aston Villa, man. I actually predicted 2-2, Dan, on the Big Six, 2-2, I said, and I got it right, fair play, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, it's looking peak for you lot, man. It's looking really peak, and no sign of any sign. Apparently, we're hearing there might be a bomber today, but I don't know, man. ITK's in that talking.
Arsenal PR at its best, man. 100%.
Yeah, trust me, man. But yeah, man, 2-2. Chat to me, Dan Pottsman.
Bro, I feel like it's a broken record with me, man. You could probably pick up one of my fan cams or one of my midday lives I've been on when Lee Gunner hasn't been about.
Yeah.
And just play it. And say ownership don't care. They ain't serious. They're probably more upset that the Rams lost, right, than they are that Arsenal drew. Yeah, that's what they care about. We've got a board at the moment that's depleted that hasn't been replaced. Vinay has not been replaced. We just put Richard Garlick in the role. Edu walked out with no sign of a replacement. Jason Ato's come as the interim, and the Cronkies believe he's doing a good job. Well, it's the 20th of January. We ain't signed anyone. We ain't sold anyone. So how's that a good job when you're a sporting director? Yeah. Then you've got a manager who's proven time and time again that he cannot get us across the line. And then in 6 games where he's played Thomas Partey at right back, we've beaten Southampton, and we haven't beaten any of the other 5 teams when he's played right back. Yet he's still playing at right back. And this is supposed to be a tactical genius who can get the best out of the team. Why is he not playing just Kieran Tierney over there? Why is he not trying to go with 3 at the back and wing backs? Why is he not trying to do something if we've got all of our right backs out? Instead of putting Thomas Partey at right back, then messing up our balance in midfield, and then asking our best right back to then go to centre back, who was okay, by the way, because Timber's a baller. That's the next one who's going to go down and get crushed, by the way. Yeah, he's going to go down in injury because he's been coming back from an ACL and he's played pretty much every single game this season. Yeah, Saliba's now out for a while. They reckon it's 2 weeks. I reckon it could be longer from what I'm hearing, right? Then you've got Saka, not going to be seen. Jesus, ACL. Sterling, shit. Yeah, Kai Havertz, not good enough. Trossard, not good enough. Martinelli, although Trossard and Martinelli picked it up, still not scoring consistently, are they? Yeah. So we've got problems from top to bottom. And I'm hearing this manager's going to stay, whatever. And if he goes trophyless, I think it's a disgrace. And I'll be coming for the ownership. Now on to the game. We're 2-0 up. If I'm honest with you, Emi Martinez, I do rate him, but he didn't have the best game, did he? Yeah. He obviously put one of them that went over the line. And the second one, I think he should have stayed from Havertz, to be fair. But we find ourselves 2-0. Cool. Then what do? Crumble. Yet again, we crumble. We are 2-0 up at home and we're cruising. And no, we let them back into it. How many more times is Ollie Watkins going to do that to us, man? How many more times is Ollie Watkins going to have to score against Arsenal? And I'm not saying Ollie Watkins is a bum because he's a good player. But how many times have we not worked out how to actually keep this guy quiet? So the game itself was a shambles in the second half. I thought we just completely capitulated. And then what happened, Saeed? I go, right, we're tired a bit. We played a lot, 120 minutes against United. We've only got about 15 players because we didn't buy anyone in the summer and the January, which I'll come back to in a minute. And I'm looking towards the bench. Who can help us? Nobody. There is nobody on the bench.
Oh my God.
You've got a bench which has kids on it now. We've got kids on it. We've got Maldini, Kakuri. We've got Butler Adeji. And we've got Cabia. They're the 3 signings that we're looking at. We're the 3 players we're looking at. And then we've got a bench at the moment and a first team at the moment that looks at the summer transfer window, which this all comes down to, bruv. Yeah. We bought a goalkeeper that can play in the cups, that doesn't play in the cups because he's cup tied. We've got Sterling, who was on loan. Absolute joke. Yeah. Not getting anywhere. Just running at man, just not doing anything, running in circles. Never wanted this guy. I thought it was a poor signing. You've got Mikel Merino, who, let's be real, has got the turning circle of a bus. Gives us no athleticism or no agility in midfield whatsoever. And then you've got Calafiori, who everyone was really gassed up about, who Miles Lewis-Skelly has put in the bin because he's been our best player for the last 4 weeks. So what's a transfer window that was? 7 or 8 out of 10, I'm being told. I gave it a 4 and I was told that my channel should be shut down and I should go and support Tottenham because I'm a negative Arsenal fan.
That's probably too high, really, isn't it? Plots it 4.
4's kind, bro.
It probably is too high. So
that was nice. And then the January one, LB, is a -4, yeah? Because it's the 20th of January and we've done nothing at all. And look at the state of our bench. Yeah. And we're doing nothing. I'm sorry, man. People think it's Mikel Arteta just. No, it ain't just Mikel Arteta. This is the whole package. It is the whole thing. It's crud. It's not working, man. Sorry, it's not.
It's just shocking, man. Like your transfer windows have just killed you, man. And this is where you'll listen. Where people don't get it in it, like, bro. To win the league, it's tough, especially when you're in a title race. Yeah, it's hard, bro. You got to push and put. You got to spend money. You got to keep going and going and going and going. Yeah, because to squeeze out the extra 2%, the extra 1%, which is what Arsenal needed to do. If you look based on the last 2 seasons, they just need to. You got to go and get the big players. I said it all since the summer. Yeah, I think the summer just gone was the summer that Arsenal should have gone bomber and got the X Factor guys in. For me, they already had a decent squad. Go and get the bomber play. Go and get a proper number 9. Go and get a proper striker. Yeah, go and get me a proper creative midfielder. And they didn't do any of that. They bought this Merino in, who I've seen a lot of these tacticals on Twitter saying he's mint. I watched him for Spain. Yeah, the guy does nothing. I don't know what he actually does in that side. I think they wanted him as the Xhaka replacement. Xhaka's better than him. That's the truth, mate. Yeah, Calafiori, as you just said, has been put in the bin by Lewis Skelly, and they didn't even want Sterling. That was obviously just Chelsea saying, "Do you want Sterling? A bit of a squad builder for £100 a week. We'll pay the rest." And they just went, "Yeah, fuck it, why not?" Their summer transfer window was appalling, and what they should have done is, this January, within the first week of January, if there was a serious club, they would have gone bang, 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 3 players within a week. But then you hear all the PR about, oh, you can't buy players in January, it's too hard, blah, blah, blah. Well, how come my club's signing 3 players? I might be signing a 4th.
I was waiting for that.
It's a lot of fucking shit, mate. Now, honestly, I don't know why these fans decide to like protect these billionaire owners who they'll never know. They'll never meet these billionaire owners. But these fans are so desperate to like protect them. They're billionaires.
The thing is that they're showing their colours. They're showing their colours again, though. LB, we've known the Cronkies are all about self-sustainable model and all of these things. Like the Declan Rice signing was one in a million chance. No one guessed that Arsenal would come back and gazump Man City the way they did. You know what I'm saying? So this is how the Cronkies are, bro. They lack that real ambition to really kick on, because like Potts has said, and many Arsenal fans have said, bro, it's all about getting into the top 4, and that's what they really, really, really care about. They don't really care about sort of pushing on to win all these trophies and that, because, bro, they had, like you're saying, they had themselves in a serious position to go and kick on, and it should be them where Liverpool are right now. You know what I mean? It's damning that Liverpool are the ones that have taken that opportunity when Man City are falling off, because we all said that Arsenal will finish in the top 2. Most of us predicted Man City to finish first and then Arsenal to finish second, or the other way around, right? Right now, it's looking like they might not even finish in the top 4 by the looks of things, bro, because they've got so many players dropping out of it, and it's tight up there, bro. Forest are up there, Newcastle are up there, Man City are coming back. Whether people like it or not, Chelsea can still be back into the top 4 if we win today. We're 4 points behind second if we win today, right? So there's no guarantee that Arsenal even finish second, bro. You know what I'm saying? They can slowly start to fizzle out.
If we don't win, I don't care where we come. Real talk. I honestly don't care where we come. Oh, we must get second now. Fuck off, man. I don't give a shit. If we don't win the league, I don't give a damn where we come, man. Do you know what? If it means we can put pressure on the owners, let's just drop out that top 4. Who cares? We don't win it anyway. We're just competing in it and making money. We put out more jerseys today. We put out more jerseys, apparently. There's another bit of merch, and we're told that we're signing Zubimendi in the summer. What about now? Where's the now players? Where's the players in January coming in? Come on, man. We still got a Champions League and a Premier League to win. That's what my mentality is. It ain't, oh, well, you know, top 4 it is. Let's worry about next year. What other jackets we getting out? What other merch we putting out? What more murals can we paint on the side of the walls? It's honestly, man, I'm sick of this. Every single time I come to this damn stadium, I'm thinking, oh, I feel confident we're winning today. And at 2-0 up, I sat there thinking, hope they don't get a goal, because this is still looking not great. And then they get a goal, and then they get another. And I'm like, rah, why am I right again? Why am I right about this? Every fucking year, I say, not sure about this. Summer transfer window was poor. January, we've done nothing. I'm still waiting for Aubameyang's replacement. He went in 2022. I'm still waiting for someone to be better than Kieran Tierney, and it was probably a kid who was 18 all along. I'm still waiting for Granit Xhaka to be upgraded upon. He went 2 years ago. And I'm still waiting for backups to Saliba, Odegaard, and Saka. And I haven't got any of those. And now, guess what? All season, I've had an Odegaard injury, no cover. Saka's now injured, no cover. Saliba's now out, no cover. What's going on, man? Real talk. This is ridiculous. We're 5 years in, £700 million in. Oh, he's so negative. You're second. You should be happy. Your Champions League is still in. I don't care, man, because you know what's happened in this January? We haven't got trainers. We've gone out of the FA Cup without signings. We're going out of the Carabao Cup. We haven't got signings, and we threw the league away. To Villa, like people are saying, well, I'm looking at Liverpool now. It's done. The league title is done. Nobody tell me Arsenal winning the league. Look at what we are doing. Don't look at Liverpool. Don't look at Chelsea. Don't look at Man City. Look at Arsenal. Look at our consistency. It's poor, man. Every time we can't go on a run, a win, a loss, a win, a draw, a draw, a draw. We drew 8 games already, you know. We drew 5 last year and we didn't win the league. Yeah. It's shocking, man. Shocking.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I don't know if that's true there, Benjamin Sesko, man, to Chelsea. I don't know if that was true, but
I'd rather Chelsea get him. I'd rather Chelsea get him. I don't want him.
Yeah.
Bro, just know if we had him, we're still in the title race, isn't it? Put it that way.
Yeah.
We're still in the title race. Whether people rate our defense or not, the finishes, the past 5 games. Jules, don't shake your head, bro. 84 shots, 4 goals.
The reason I'm shaking my head on is because the reason I'm shaking my head is because you've been complaining about your team missing chances for 18 months now. I remember you doing this at the start of last year. Oh, we miss chances. Yeah. Stop over predicting your team when your attack's shit. Stop. I hate when people do this.
I predicted my team to get
it's like me sitting there going, Werner and Brennan Johnson missed another chance. Yeah, because they're shit. They're going to miss chances.
Can we just say this as well, though, Don? Can we just say this as well, Don? Don, just quickly say this as well, yeah? I said this to you in the summer, yeah? And you went to bat for your owners. Go and get Osimhen, and you said, nah, can't pay him the money. Yeah, but I said you regret that, and now basically what you're saying is if you had a better striker, you'd be in a title race.
Bro, go check Osimhen, yeah, bro. This guy ain't even pulling up trees in Turkey like that either, right? And he's playing with.
What's happened to Action Jacko, Don? What's happened to Action Jacko?
Osimhen is not worth the money that he was asking for, LB.
You'd still be in a title race if you had Osimhen.
No, Osimhen's not this clinical guy, though. He's not this clinical guy.
You'd still be in a title race if you had Osimhen. You'd still be
talk on Jackson. Don, talk on Action Jacko. Where has he gone, man?
Bro, Potts, let's not do this because you're the same guy that said, you know what? Hey, my bad. He looks better. He's not shit like what I was saying last season.
I said I liked him. Maybe we went too early, man.
But
bro,
it's not backtracking. Like people like to say, it's new evidence. He looked better until October, November came around. Then he's been shit since November.
No. It's not new evidence because Potts told me, do you know what? I was wrong about Jackson. He is getting better, and I was wrong for calling him shit last season. Now he's going back to talk about Ashley Jacko.
He wasn't on upward trajectory until he stagnated for the past 2 months.
He was, but no one said we don't need a new striker after that. No one said that, bro. Most Chelsea fans were still saying we still need another striker, bro. Like, what we doing it? Yeah.
How is someone in the chat just put Nicholas Jackson's better than Osimhen? What are we doing here?
No, not as a striker, not as an out-and-out striker.
Other parts of his game are. Other parts of his game, yeah, but as an out-and-out striker, his creativity is better than Osimhen's for sure. But in terms of in the box,
why are you saying it's not pulling up trees? It's got 20 GA in 18 games, bro. What are you talking about?
20 GA in 18 games.
I know he just read that from the chat. Do you actually know that to be a fact?
I'm on it now, yeah. 20 GA, 18 games, man. Yeah, but he's a scrub, yeah? He's a scrub.
20 GA in 18 games.
Artin, bro. Yeah. Bro, he's got 15 GA in 14 league games, bro. But he's
he's got good things about him.
LB, the thing that I said to you in the summer, is Osimhen is not worth the money he's asking for, right? If you're going to pay that money, bro, I'll be happy to go pay the money that he was asking for someone like Gyökeres. Not Osimhen. I'm sorry. I like him. I think he's a good striker. I think he's a slight upgrade on Jackson in certain aspects of the game.
Slight upgrade.
He's not this 300k, 350k type striker. I'm sorry, bro. He's not. He's not, man.
I disagree completely.
I hear it.
Baller. This guy's scored 26 goals in a season for Napoli, bro. That's mad numbers, man.
Yeah.
What are you doing here, bro?
Now, listen. End of the day, yeah, you got to remember, like, you have to move away from them sort of strikers, and you are moving towards a Jackson's now in this modern day now. Sesko is an out-and-out natural goal scorer, but he can offer you maybe a bit more. So this is where the striker market is going. But Osimhen still misses a lot of chances, though, guys. Man.
Yes.
Let's not twist. He does miss a lot of chances, but
he does get numbers.
He's like Watkins. He's honestly like Watkins. Watkins isn't clinical, yeah. But Watkins, if you create for Watkins, yeah, like 5 chances, you'll take at least 2 of them. That's what Osimhen's like, right? He's not guaranteed to just keep bagging you goals like Isak and that in front of goal, where they're a little bit more finesse in front of goal, a little bit cleaner in front of goal. He's not that type of player, LB. So you are overrating him. That's your problem.
I'm not overrating him. You're overrating him. Yeah. Who are you going to get then?
You keep overrating this guy. He's not worth no 350k a week.
Go on. Bro, who are you getting?
Haaland available right now. I'll pay the money.
Answer the question. What striker are you getting?
LB, let me let my point because you're missing my point.
Can't answer it, innit?
For the right player, hold on, LB. For the right player, I am happy to pay the wages they're asking for. I ain't paying no 350k a week.
Give me a name, man.
Who's the right player?
Wait, what name? Wait, say that again. Ask me again.
Who's the player you want to sign as a striker to replace Jackson?
Bro, like I said to you, I thought Duran would have been a top signing. I was fucking trying to persuade Goonie. Yeah, you're in the group chat. I was going back and forth showing this guy videos and that. He wasn't convinced. Now everyone wants to suck off this guy, right? There's Sesko as well. I think Sesko would be a good signing, to be fair. Gyökeres would be brilliant. I'm not too sure how he would manage with the low block.
I just don't get it, man. I'm sorry. I don't get how I'm hearing these names and like everyone is just fucking shitting on Osimhen.
I'm not shitting on Osimhen, bro. Listen,
the chat's shitting on him. The panel's shitting on him.
Would you replace him?
I don't think it's as good as what you make.
I like him. I like Osimhen.
Would you replace him? Would you replace him right now? If you had to choose right now, Osimhen or Jackson, or would you keep Jackson?
No, I'll add Osimhen to Jackson. I wouldn't replace him. I would add him to Jackson. Yeah, like I think for me, like some of the the chances we create, like Neto, for example, when he's whipping it in, Osimhen would love those sort of chances, right? Because he's good in the air. But overall, the overall game, when you're talking about how Jackson likes to link up and create for others and that, and link up play and bring others into play, he's better than Osimhen at that, bro. Right? And like I said, Osimhen's not a clean finisher like that anyway. I'd rather get someone better than him. I'll be real.
I can't wait till
Okay.
Osimhen gets a big move in the summer.
Okay.
Yeah, I can come back on this channel next year and cook everyone in the chat, man.
Yeah.
I know
Back.
I know he's a baller, man. I've seen him pure time, so hold that, yeah.
Let's see. Let's get these super chat before we wrap up on City. Don, do you still rate Madueke? If you still do, he's crap and question to the panel. Who's more shit, Madueke or Gervinho? Bloody hell.
Bro, Madueke didn't even have a terrible game last game, sorry. So I don't even know where this has come from. Like, I think he's a good player. I think he's a decent player. I think Madueke's a decent player. But like I've said time and time again, even Jordz can fucking vouch because this guy loves to talk about him as well because he's expert.
I haven't mentioned him in a while.
He needs
I
to
just think
improve
the
his
people on Midday Live heard the absolute foolishness you were saying pre-season, and they like to call you out on it till this day. That's all.
What foolishness? What foolishness? That's better than Brennan Johnson. I still think he's better than Brennan Johnson. I still think he's better than Brennan Johnson for sure. Johnson's shit.
That's not what I'm talking about. Cool.
That's what it was. That's what the debate was. You and Patrick had to get involved.
1v1 demon, isn't it?
Yeah. Touchline Telson, how dare Potts say it's not Amorim's fault when you try and blame Arteta for things? Please compare Forest and Brighton squads to United's.
Nothing about this super chat makes any sense, by the way.
Yeah, I was going to say, like...
So, the first of all, how dare I say it's not an Amorim? Well, he's just walked in the door and he's been given one of the worst squads Man United have had in their history. It's one of the worst Man United sides I've seen. I've tried to blame Arteta. It's a completely different scenario. Arteta's just not walked in at Arsenal to an absolute mess like he did when he walked in 5 years ago. This is 5 years on, £700 million spent. And trying to compare Forest and Brighton squad to United has got nothing to do with Amorim or Arteta. So I don't know what that's got to do with it. But if you want me to, I think that Brighton and Forest have actually got very, 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 very similar, if not better, players than Manchester United. There we go. I hope that answers it. Big up for the super chat.
Let's talk on City 6-0. City are back. You know what I mean? Crisis over. LB, big up, man.
I got a cut.
Yeah, love.
Take care, bro.
Love. Yeah, crisis over. LB.
Not yet, bro. Almost over.
Foden's on form, though.
Yeah, Foden's back at it now, which is nice to see. Kevin De Bruyne looks mint. Savinho and Docker are starting to cook. And we're starting to get players back. We're about to announce a triple deal this week. Yeah, so hold that, you guys, in it. You know what I mean? Omar Mamouche.
Who is it? Mamouche. Yeah.
Mamouche. But you can't get players in January, guys. Well, we're landing Omar Mamouche. That's a mint deal. This guy's a baller, by the way. Yeah, this guy's a player. Yeah. We're getting Abdulkadir Huzanov as well. Yeah, this young baller as well from Uzbekistan's coming in. Yeah, and then we got Victor Hayes, mate, the most expensive Brazilian defender coming from Brazil of all time. Yeah, so when we're in the mud, my club tries to sort it out. And that's what we're doing, man.
Wait, can I actually ask you on that, LB? Are you not a slight bit concerned that the centre-backs in particular, maybe not Marmouche, are very young? Like, you're going at a very young profile of players, so they're going to be unproven. Because obviously Kusanov's 20, I think when I was looking at him, 25, 26 League One appearances in his career. And then Vitor Reyes is what, like 18, 19? So again, another one. Like,
it's a great question. The answer to that question is, I don't think they're going to come in and start games like regularly straight away. What they're going to do, they're come in and take the pressure off the other players because we've got all our players are injured, innit? So like when they come back, like Diaz has been in training for like 4 days, plays 90 minutes the other day. So now what we've got these extra bodies in, we can like give these lads a bit of extra time to recover, innit? And then next year, I think you'll start seeing them. So it's more just having the players in because obviously Walker's gone as well. So we need to replace him. So it's more about having the bodies available, man. But listen, this Victor Hayes, I think I'd play a Kanji there. I play a Kanji. I like a Kanji at right back. But yeah, man, I think these are high promising signings. Obviously, they don't always work in it when you buy these 18-year-olds and shit. But you know, this Victor Hayes, especially coming from Brazil, like, bro, I've been seeing a lot of shit coming out of Brazil saying this guy's meant to be like the fucking real deal.
Centre-backs as well are getting better over there as well. They've got a couple of youngsters who are coming up, especially.
Trust me, man. South American football, bro. If you can watch it, I know it's on at dead times. I watched the Argentina under-20s versus Chile under-20s the other day, because a couple of our players were in there. Bro, they're mad. These guys, are putting out ballers at like 20 years old, man. Like, there's this guy called Subiabre, Subiabre, left winger. bro, this guy's a killer. Remember the name? Subia Bre, left winger, Argentinian player. Oh my god.
Subia Bre, is that not one of your?
No, I'm being serious.
Like,
Subia Bre. I
So
seen his name on the team sheet. I was like, yo, this guy's called Bre. And I was like, yo. Subia Bre. And the guy's fucking cold, man. So make sure you guys are checking him out. It's going to be class.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's
Neymar's back anyway, so we're gonna watch. Definitely, I would definitely.
Yeah,
watch
he's gone
him.
back in it. He's gone back, bro.
Yeah. But nah, listen, Ipswich, bro. You know what I mean? They I don't. This is their first kind of cooking, isn't it? Like in terms of big scoreline, they've not really got a cooking. So it's Man City that did it.
That was our best performance of the season, man. I'll be real with you.
But Arsenal got to be careful. You know, you lot are not far away from them. No, you know what I mean?
Bro, have you seen our fixtures?
Bro, I've said
raw,
it weeks ago. Man City are going above Arsenal. People going, you're mad.
Bro,
Man City are going above Arsenal.
I know you got Chelsea next, but I've got a feeling maybe Man City might beat Chelsea, man. You know,
it's possible. I think the big one for me, bro, is Wednesday. We play PSG away.
Oh yeah.
I think if we can go there and get a result, where even if we draw the game, I think that's showing me that we've turned a corner. That'd be 7 games unbeaten if we get a result against PSG. And then I'll be backing us in that game, man. I'll be backing us in that game.
You'll be fine now, LB. You've got, I reckon, Cambiasso and Douglas Luiz are going to be coming as well. That's mad. So your January has sorted you out, and that's what you needed. You needed that. You got owners abroad that are serious. We haven't, and that's the difference between Arsenal.
Shit, yeah, you're right.
It's a mad look. Look at those fixtures, man. They're mad. They're absolutely mad.
What the fuck? Even like Brighton's a tough game as well. Like, bro, this is tough, you know.
I still think you'll be all right, though, you know. I think you'll beat
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Pressure makes diamonds, man. Pressure does make diamonds. And City, if there's run here where City will now look forward to be like, you know what, let's have it now. We got Mamouche, we got this brother here. I think they'll take it on their stride, man, because you've not been run. Yeah, they might go to run. You never know.
You look at those, right, and you think, oh my God. But Chelsea ain't on fire. Arsenal ain't on fire. Spurs ain't on fire.
Exactly.
Brighton are inconsistent. Like Liverpool, we all know that's the only tough one you've got in that kind of six that I look at and go,
Liverpool, the only one is tough is Liverpool. Yeah.
I think you could take something out for us at the Emirates. I think you could beat Chelsea. I think you could beat Spurs. I don't look at that and go, wow, City in the mud there. Especially with the players you got at the time. With the players you got at the time, I think City could get right back in it, man.
Okay, I've spoken to you guys about it. Haaland, decade-long contract. Talk to me, boys.
Well, it means you've done nothing wrong then. You're innocent. You're going to get away with the 115. Why would you do that otherwise? That means you're innocent.
That's a mad contract, though, that, isn't it? That's the first time ever that's
death row contract, man. But it's
one of them. I'm surprised, though, I can't lie. I thought Haaland would have done a couple of years at City and then gone and in a Galactica.
Listen, I've always maintained that he ain't leaving City. Bro, Barcelona are broke, Real Madrid have got Mbappe. They always wanted Mbappe, Like, where is he going to go else? Can someone else tell me, like, where's he going to go else? Like, he's getting
I thought he would have gone to Spain, I must say, but now he's not going to. He's happy. And, you know, people do laugh and say, like, why would you do that Man City for so long? But look, De Bruyne's done it. Aguero's done it. Yaya, David Silva. All these guys. They've all done it.
Sane was pretty much the only one, really.
Company. Do you know what I mean? So they've all stayed there until their end. So it's not a massive shock. But I thought Haaland might have been that one that people would have circled. But now
I think the thing is with Haaland, though, because of where he is age-wise, what's he, 24?
24, I think,
24. He could do another 5 years at City, still leaving and go to Real Madrid or Barcelona.
That's what I thought he would have done.
29, he's going to have the physicality to still play in those leagues and still perform.
Yeah.
I think, that's why he's done it. He knows that his future's just secured money-wise with City.
Maybe buying, but generally, honestly, man, he's getting that much money. You're still at one of the biggest clubs in the world in terms of competing. You're going to be competing for Premier League and Champions League every year, bro. You got Pep Guardiola's manager. Like, what more? Like, your dad was a City fan. Like, you know, bro, what more do you want to do? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've always maintained that. Like, I don't see these clubs being attractive to Haaland because they haven't got their shit together. Barcelona have not got. It would have been good for me. Mbappe versus Haaland in La Liga. It would have brought back, you know, the whole Messi, Ronaldo kind of, you know, little bit of rivalry there. But bro, like, it ain't happening. So you have to keep moving, man. But listen, man, what a show! Big up to everyone who's locked in. Chelsea play tonight, so we're not going to discuss Chelsea. Hopefully they lose, man. If they lose tonight, bro, I swear down, we've got to go in. Like, bro, Don needs to do watch-alongs, you know, man. I need to see this Don guy, yo. Don, if you're watching, we need to see watch-along, bro, because, brother, I need to see this guy's pain when they're watching the game. You know what I'm saying? But Carefree Lewis, Matisse will be there tonight. You know what I mean? I don't expect Wolves to win, but with the way Chelsea play right now, You don't know. Cunha, masterclass. You get me? So
I think Chelsea will win, but it'd be funny if they don't.
Brother, it'll be funny. It'll be hilarious. But listen, LB, man, love for coming on, man. What you got coming up, man?
Big up, boys. Yeah, man. I'm going to do a stream later on. I'm on Potsy's channel at 8. I'm going to do a stream at 9 on my channel, man. So, yeah, and then obviously just building up to Wednesday, man. Huge game. City have got 2 matches. We've got to win one of them to qualify for the Champions League, and it's PSG and Bruges. So, let's see what happens, man. But hopefully we will be there. But shout out to the panel, shout out to chat as always. And chat, I will remember this Osimhen slander, man. Yeah, I will remember this, boys. So next year, when he's at a big club and he's slamming, you guys are going to have to hold that and apologise, isn't it? Because I am right on this. I am right on this. Shout out, anyone.
There you go. Potsy, big up to you, man, for coming in, man. You know what I'm saying? It's always a pleasure, man, Potsy.
Thank you, bro. No, absolute love coming on, man. Big up to the channel, big up to the panel, big up to the chat. Make sure you hit the likes and subscribe. You want to come follow me on 12th Man. I'll be live later. I've just dropped a couple of videos today, so please make sure you go check them out. And I'm back on at 8 o'clock, Race for Europe. This is London last night. So, yeah, we've got Race for Europe tonight at 8 o'clock, man. So I'll see you over there if you're about. Big up, Saeed.
Yeah, definitely, man. We'll be there. We'll be there. And Jordz, you're live now, man. We're going to redirect to Jordz with hooks, halftime hooks, man.
Yeah, North Divide show live now. This week, I'm going to start doing watch-alongs now that you mentioned it. I'm actually going to start doing it. I've set everything up in the background and all that. So first watch-along will be for the Europa League game. Will Spurs get their first win? Who knows? But yeah, man, apart from that, big up to the chat, big up to the panel each and every time. Yeah, man. That's it.
Big up, man.
What's going on?
Come on, bro. Big up to everyone locked in. Yeah, I heard Ancelotti apparently is available end of the season. He's about leaving, and this is so boy. Ancelotti, man. Imagine that, bro. Just back in the Premier League, man. That would be crazy.
That's my number one, man. If Arteta was to go, that's my number one. But he's not gonna go. He's gonna stay.
He ain't gonna go. He ain't gonna go, man. Guys, smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. Go head over to George's channel, and we'll see you later on for the Straight Jacket podcast live. Take care.